Hey, what's up, everybody? You know, the voice crack. Let's start that over again. Should we just keep that in? Yeah, fuck it. We'll keep it in. We'll do the big Chad move of keeping the voice crack in for the fucking greeting. Yeah, this is off to a good start. Anyway, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hopefully you guys are having a good one. It's before noon, so it's a good one for me already. Had a decent sleep, which is nice. Honestly, it's like the shittier I sleep, the later I start the stream, you know what I mean? Because I'm like more apt to like starting the stream instead of just dragging my ass the whole morning. But yeah, it's been like just a long week. I gotta remember all the shit I'm in the middle of for work, so that way I can get back to it on Monday. My God, I love when like Friday isn't even over and you're like, all right, so I need to do this, and this, and now I have to add this to my schedule Monday, that to my schedule Tuesday, and that to my schedule Wednesday. It's like, oh my God, my following week is already spoken for. It's crazy. But diving back into Final Fantasy 16, we were playing a little Half-Life 2 last night. I want to say there might be like 2 or 3 streams of that left. We're on we finished episode 1 last night, started on episode 2. It's good stuff. I mean, Half-Life 2 is a phenomenal game. My only qualms is like the environments where you get a lot of that like brown and gray, as was big in the mid-2000s seemingly. But yeah, in Final Fantasy 16, we kind of hit like a filler arc, like a really filler arc, which is kind of annoying, but I think we're almost done that one. Let's see. Before we start, though, I do want to say right now I'm on the. I guess I can show it, right? I guess we can show. Where's my monitor capture? Oh, there we are. Just kind of looking at the Steam page of Final Fantasy 16, and the recent is 77. The all-time is 79%. That's probably where I would give it. I don't think I would go so far as to give this game an 8 out of 10, but like 7.5, maybe 7, but it's around there. So yeah, like that. Oh my God, that is so full of shit. Oh my God, this is one of the reasons why Final Fantasy 13 is my most hated game in the franchise. 'Cause I got like this was before Gamergate, so I got fucking absolutely juked. Look at this shit. The fuck? In what world? And if your like rating scale goes up to 100, in what world is that a fucking perfect score? And even then, at 100, that's fucking psychotic shit. I mean, like, how specific do you want to be here? My God, that's crazy. IGN Brazil. They had to find the Brazilians. I mean, you know, IGN gave it a 9. Let's get 8. 8 is the highest I would go. 7's probably the lowest. I feel like these Steam reviews are actually a very, very solid indicator, so I'm glad I'm not the only one feeling that way. Yeah, like, it's fine. It's a very fine game. Once again, I say, what if Final Fantasy 13 was good? And yeah, even then, it's like, yeah, okay, if Final Fantasy 13 was good, it'd be okay. It'd be pretty alright. Gaming journals are full of shit. Who would have known? Yeah, but it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me. Fuck, alright, I launched it before I hooked up the controller. Did I launch? Oh, fuck, man. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, now it's compiling shaders, so now I'm wondering if I launched, like, when did I upgrade to Windows 11? Upgrade in air quotes. Was this before the last stream or after the last stream? Because we might have to boot out to set up the controller. Maybe. We'll have to see. Which is like, the computer's already set up with Windows. It really is just like, you go to the Bluetooth settings, you see it in there, but it's like, and the controller thinks it's connected, but I had to unconnect it to reconnect it. Yeah, that's what we'll have to do. Fucker. Anyway, how are you doing this fine morning, Ray? How are you doing? All right, let's see. Let's just open Bluetooth settings. Part of me's wondering if we should just like play some music while I do this real quick. Maybe I'll pause the stream real quick. All right, streams unpaused. Pausing music. Offspring is nice. Let's see. Yeah, we're good, right? Yeah, just hit play on the game. Although I will say it did compile shaders like really quickly. I don't know why the fuck it takes so long. Anytime there's like a GPU update, it's like the game has to. And it's not just this game; it's a bunch of like games where it's like really intensive. I think I said that one of the reasons I bought the new graphics card. What was it? No, it wasn't the graphics card. It was the better. Well, I mean, initially it was the graphics card, but then the fucking chip in the new MOBA for it was for like this and Elden Ring. I'm not sure if, and I think there's a video I was watching recently where they were talking about that, how newer games, like AAA games, it's like, you know, the price of like RAM and motherboards and CPUs and GPUs, all that shit's like going up, and the price of games is going up, but the games that really tap into that level of power, it becomes more and more and more niche. Like you have like a fucking, I don't know, like a 950 or some shit. TI, some cheap ass old ass GPU, and you can run like 90% of the games on Steam. Like you're fine. Not a whole lot. So I'm not entirely sure if I will ever be running, be upgrading shit again. I'm not sure what game would possibly have to come out that would tax shit, but I'll be good for a long, long time. Rayla says I blame Unreal Engine 5. That engine is unoptimized as fuck. Yeah, I think it was like Asmongold who was saying there needs to be like a category in the Game Awards for like most optimized. Because I always point at, fuck, now I'm like blanking on it. What game? Bethesda games. As much as shit as you should give Bethesda, their games run on potatoes. It's fucking crazy. I mean, I haven't played many of their new games, so maybe that doesn't hold true anymore. So yeah, I think we had an option to do a mission with either, like this next mission, yeah, we're done on the hunts. We had the option to do this next mission with either Jill or was it Arya? Arja, whatever the fuck her name is. The like hot ass nurse that like, yeah, her face is a little bit scarred. But like, she's fine and shit. And more interesting. I don't know, Jill is like one of the most boring Final Fantasy. I mean, yeah, she has a bit of an arc, you know, when you go to the Iron Isles and have her like seek her revenge on her like prior captors. But then it just kind of, like, before then there's nothing, and then after that there's nothing. Ugh. So where are we going? So yeah, so I'm like, all right, so you're giving me the option to either join the nurse I want to bang, or Jill, who's like boring as shit and we've already seen a lot of.
Where's Talia?
Oh shit, they got new stuff at the store, bro.
Do you see anything you like?
Unreal Engine 5 is so unoptimized, even consoles are struggling to run games using that engine. Yeah, I mean, it's there has to be eventually a kickback, and I think like, you know, I mean, these terms are bullshit, but you know, AA gaming, like the smaller big companies are gonna excel, and I mean, indie gaming is already excelling like fucking crazy. But I think the AAA game devs are going to have to dial it back a little bit, which does give me a little bit of hope, especially after they kick, what was that woke gaming nonsense? That, like, the did consulting for all the gaming firms, because they feel like they felt like they had to. Now that that's kicked out of Squeenix and they fired all of their fucking woke, I almost said the slur again, British cigarettes, I have hope that the next Final Fantasy, whenever that may come out in, you know, 5 years or whatever, would be a turn-based, hopefully, maybe, I don't know. What do we got here? We're good on all this garbage. Jesus Christ, it's so fucking expensive. Oh, that's for the DLC, that's probably why. Alright, well, we'll fucking pick up this shit.
An excellent choice. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Once again, other older, in JRPGs, there's always like some money pit item to throw your fucking shit into.
Bilge it nice and chilled. I won't have you spoiling another catch.
Wait for North Reach Markets. Wait, what? There's two here? What's this other fucking mission I have? Wait for North Reach Markets. Oh, is it part of this one? Okay, yeah, it's like a sub-quest. Got it. It's got the little one in a different shape. At least Jill isn't giving the Luna Freya Padme vibes. She saw Child Noctis and immediately went, old enough to count, old enough to mount. Exactly. This is true too. Wait, I think Luna Freya in she wasn't that much older than Noctis in 15, no? I thought they were like the same age in that one. Luna Freya Padme. Fuck, alright, that's right. Let's talk to this bitch. Looking all fine. Look at that fucking pedonkadonk he's got. It's a small pedonkadonk, but in, you know, hard times, that's what you gotta rock with. I guess I do like the tsundere bitches.
Ah, and there you are. We
Ooh,
shouldn't
she's
have
flirty.
any problems finding what we need in a place
She's
like
flirty
this.
now that she knows the Jills
But
can't catch
if
us.
time is of the essence,
And there's
perhaps we
also the
should split
whorehouse
up.
nearby.
Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts? Meet me by the gate when you've got them.
Alright, what are we doing? We're doing fetch quests, got it, yeah.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Thanks for nothing.
Luna Freya, 4 years older than Noctis. They met as kids. 4 years isn't that much older.
You haven't much, but you're free to look. I trust it's all here.
Yeah, I mean, strength tonic. I mean, yeah, maybe we can hold on to one.
Ah,
Plus 10%
yes.
attack
do it.
power for 66
Hopefully Taya's
seconds.
finished too.
Once again, I said this before, the side shit in 15, what you're doing is more interesting, but like like why you're doing it, and like the story around what you're doing is way fucking boring and shittier. It's like, if you just combine elements of both, you'd have fun side quests, you really
Well.
would.
Did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes.
And
then.
for the
He'll
record,
be
we're doing
waiting.
this to make a boat. What's wrong, baby?
But we're not in too much of
Yep.
a rush, are we?
She wants me.
Quick
She
chat.
digs me, baby.
Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
Yep, in plenty of time. The night's still young.
I think you might be right.
Come
In
on,
all
Clive,
the
you
years
fucking...
since you and that scowl of yours
What a
first appeared,
virgin.
You haven't invited
Clive
me
is
out
such a
once.
virgin, bro.
For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies.
That was
of
my
herbs and
favorite middle
liniment,
school
yes.
insult.
You and Jill alone burned
So
through them
fucking
like
funny.
wildfire.
You need to bring it back.
No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back.
Goddamn, this bitch is all business.
What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today. And just like today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday. Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Taya,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do,
Make a move, Clive. She literally can't say no. You are a fucking demigod.
Do you think I'd stick
In
around
Christ
if I thought
cities.
it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
See, and that's a green light. When a woman says, I appreciate you, that's a green light to immediately grab at her breasts. Yes, I have many restraining orders, but, you know, I don't think that should be held against me.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tome, so
Well,
we can
I was
make up
hoping
this
for something
concoction
more.
of
That
his.
was dull.
I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
It's like, all right, fuck off, Clive. Like, I was hoping for some more characterization. Like, yeah, back Karen took care of me when I was young. All right, bye, Clive. Like, holy shit, come on. Maybe I should have fucking took Jill. Jesus Christ.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarja how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have.
Jill is good
What about the
woman,
shielding
seen not
itself?
heard.
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
Are the writers of Final Fantasy 16 like
Right
fucking
then. Jill,
Romulan or some
would you
shit?
join
No,
me in
not
the
Romulan.
infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
So how am I blanking on what Spock's race is? Oh god, that's embarrassing. I'm still blanking on it. Holy shit.
Oh, and I'm
That's
Clive.
fucking crazy.
It was good
Oh,
to
my
talk.
brain just
Should
flatlined.
do it again sometime.
Oh, she's giving me that side eye. Maybe she's just
It
cold.
appears our work here is almost at an end.
Yo, what's good, Gabe?
Shame.
What's good?
I
Collective
was
G.
enjoying
Vulcan,
playing
yes.
the man of action for
I
once.
feel like the writers of this
When both
game
the
are Vulcan.
shielding
They
and
don't
the
know how to,
moon dew are
like,
ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one
have
to the
any
other,
interesting women or, like,
followed
sexual
by a rigorous
energy.
process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
I guess what I'm saying is I feel like the writers of 16 have never talked to a woman. You could leverage that same
I better go
critique
give Mid the
against
good news
15
then.
since it's all guys, but 15 was shamelessly all guys. Like, all right, bros, road trip, let's go. This one, it's like tried, like, oh, love interest question mark?
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid.
I don't even watch Star Trek, and I knew
Work on the shielding
that.
is
It will
underway.
hit you hard in 10 years. It
You
really
found
will.
something for
Hit
it?
me in now already.
In a manner of speaking,
What are your thoughts on 16 so
Hippocrates
far?
knew of a
I was saying at the
substance that's highly
start
resistant to
of
heat.
the stream.
coating
Oh,
that
I'll wait
should
for the
provide
end
the
of it.
protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing.
I'm
of the
making a
shielding
boat
as we
right
speak.
now. Hopefully it's an airship. I don't
Brilliant.
know though.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start
I
working
guess
out how
technically
to
we're
bolt all
on
these bits
the
together. To the
an
Black
airship, an
Hammer.
ancient airship. But yes, Collected G. This I was saying at the start of the stream, I had the monitor captured and we were looking at the Steam page. I agree with the Steam page. It's 77 to 79%
when I got into the smithing game,
of like the recent and all-time
thought I'd be
reviews.
making
That's
swords
about
and
how I feel.
shields, not
Right around like a
thermal
7.5.
bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
It's okay. It's, you know,
Displacement stats.
it's got fun elements.
Same
It
difference.
needs to be trimmed down a bit in
I ain't
length,
putting it together in here. It's
and it
cramped
needs
enough as it
RPG
is.
elements. Those are the two big main things,
Let's
really.
take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is going to require some precision walloping.
I like that, like facial. That's how we call it, a courtesy laugh. Where they don't even smile during. Yeah, this game doesn't even feel like an RPG. Yeah, I mean, there's RPG elements in air quotes. It's definitely in air quotes, though. But yeah, it needed some more, like, character building and, like, some more party dynamics. But then if you did that, you'd essentially have a Tales game. I guess it's kind of weird that the Tales series is trying to, seemingly, trying to be a little more like Final Fantasy. And then, Final Fantasy is trying to be more like a Tales series, and it's like I'd rather both be distinct.
For weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's 1 down and just 3 more to go.
Fuck.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck, right?
Oh, didn't I tell you?
We had the same reaction.
Has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a
fuck.
displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Like, I want to kill shit. Fuck
Now
you.
they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say.
AKA no more
Right, I'm
fetch
off to
quests,
get
but
some
you
for
won't
this
have a
elbow.
boat
Any
yet.
other work comes in?
I'll take it.
keep
I'll
to
fucking take it,
yourselves,
bros. Like how every website you use has a recap feature now. Yeah, I was looking at that out of the Final Fantasy 11 video that got posted on YouTube today. I was questioning, asking it, what's the deal with Rayla during the Final Fantasy 11 video, and be like, why is Rayla being such an asshole in this video? And then like asking it, why does no one like Rayla? Because AI will like assume that your premise is the correct one and will try to justify your premise. But I was like, no, I don't want to be that petty. Although I was thinking about it. I was thinking about you, Rayla. It was very tempting. Oh, God.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming.
Dude, she's Sid's daughter or niece, and also how old?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned.
All right, Dad, got it.
So if the worst came to the worst...
Sid would have done the
every
same to
scrap
our
of soil
daughter,
and
so.
the twins turn black. We might still have a chance.
Although it is weird that we're known around the
That's what she
outpost
was gonna
as
be.
Sid.
You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
Sid adopted
Well,
Mid as a baby, laid her on top
you
of
were
a
gonna
dress and
visit his
said,
grave, weren't you?
soon.
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess
But
when
yes,
you're ready.
Collected G for
Aye, aye,
a
Captain.
more precise response answer. There we go. That's the fucking word, dude. Oh man, are we sure I didn't have brain damage this year too? But yes, Final Fantasy 16. The best thing I can say about it, to give the most accurate statement on my feelings, is once again, it's if Final Fantasy 13 was good. If you had more time in the oven, you had clearly in 13 they wanted a more actiony, cool-looking combat. If you actually gave yourself control and had you put points into shit at what, like depending on what you want, and not just like a fucking straight line like everything else in the game, and then had some slightly more open corridors and hopping around, but you still had the whole like, we are essentially slaves and servants to these gods that we're supposed to worship, but they're actually like kind of fucking us over, kind of in air quotes, because no, they're absolutely fucking us over, and we need to fight back. there's a lot of similarities with 13 in that way. But yeah, it's Final Fantasy 13 if it was good, and even if it was good, it's not that good. It's okay.
Meg told me she was building
But
a ship.
the biggest issues with it is absolutely the lack of. Is there something else over there? The biggest issues with Final Fantasy 16 is the lack of RPG mechanics and the lack of a party. It really is significant, and also that it's padded. Those are my top 3 complaints of it. If you fix those, you'd probably be looking at like an 8.5 and maybe a 9. I still don't think it would get into a 10 territory. But the combat is fun. Like, it is actually fun. Like, when you're actually like spamming your powers, it's like you feel good, but then is it that fulfilling? No, but then aspects of the plot is admittedly pretty fucking interesting. You just it's kind of contingent on what is coming. Like, how are they going to end it, or what's going to be the next big twist? We're 2/3 through the game, and there's gonna be some big reveals happening. I'm sure of it. Depending on how good those reveals are and how they go about those reveals, could change up the story, a la Final Fantasy 15, where 15 had a lot of issues with the story. And the game itself is unfinished as fuck, but when you get to the end, you're like, you know what, I can see what they were going for there. That was actually really cool. If they could only just not had the multimedia thing and had a good, clear vision from just the beginning, you could have been looking at one of the better Final Fantasies in the series. Instead, you get 15. I hope Square takes inspiration from Claire Obscure. Yeah, I've said before, you had 2 MMOs with 11-14. You had 2, what I in my head classify as auto battlers with 12 and 13. And now with 15 and 16, you had 2 action RPGs. Right? All right, you successfully, give or take definition of successful. You successfully had different experiments in those different subgenres. Cool, congratulations. Please, for the love of God, no more. You've done it. You tried it. You had the experiment. You now have entries in the series that branch off and try other things. It's really cool. I do not hate on it, but I will hate on it if you keep doing it. So no more of those 3 subgenres. Give us a turn-based, or even turn-based with timing, just something. Let's see here, what we got here. Off the Record by a Goat, and was he one of those dickheads in the fucking, who's Goat? I was thumbing through the Hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest. All right, so this guy's in the Hideaway. I barely remember him. I might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe, and by that I mean immediately, you know where I'll be. I guess we'll talk.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto
Gout.
for help?
It's a DSP. That's interesting. I didn't know that there'd be quest letters in there. Honestly, let's read the rest. But yeah, that's new. At least that's a new thing. Oh, these are all fucking. Is this just a new feature now? Now we're doing quests through my letters? They're giving me like quests through the inbox? I don't remember that being a thing. Interesting. All right. A bit more running around, but it does give more like livability in this place. Oh, he's the asshole behind the counter. Gotcha. Okay.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
I saw him just simply as a prize giver out here. Hold up, you're gonna have to wait, dickhead.
Clive, did you get my letter?
Everyone can hear you.
That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening.
Is this better?
An ASMR stream?
Listen, I've some bad news. It turns out the Hideaway may be slightly behind in its payment to certain lenders, and it's maybe my fault. But I swear to the goddess, I thought I had the numbers square.
Who's
Sadly,
gotta like
that
fucking
square
send
turned out to
loan
be more
sharks
of
towards
a
us?
Circle. Zero, you might say.
Like we're in the middle of like
I swear,
a fucking
but
lake in a
it's gonna
hideaway
take some time.
in a dead zone,
I'm gonna need help.
and we're
keeping it
protected
from
by
plateau.
me.
Bit late for that, I'd say.
There you are. What a surprise.
Who can turn
So
into
let me get
fucking
this
Ifrit at any point I want.
You forget to pay our lenders what they're due, and instead of coming straight to me, you get Clive to come to you. And I hope he'll dig you out of the hole you've dug for yourself. Clive, the man in charge of the place you've been cheerfully trying to bankrupt. And you thought this was a cunning plan. Why? Well, who needs paying?
Oh, just Martha. And the dame. And, well, Lady Karen. But only 500 talents.
We owe 3 of our most trusted friends 5 million.
All right, so a talent is not 1 gil. Got it.
5 million each. They lent us the bulk of the money we used to rebuild the hideaway, you see, and, well, I must have made some sort of oversight.
Well, if they live here, then it's kind of mandatory that we have that money. I think we'll be fine.
My responsibility. And it was my decision to entrust them to you.
Oy vey, we need a small loan
Do we have that much to hand? I can always ask my uncle.
of $6 billion US dollars.
No, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough. After the king's ransom we had off him, he deserves better than to see our begging bowl. Besides, we'll need to learn to stand on our own if we're gonna make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are. A little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know.
Which
is why
no, I don't know. I don't know. What does that mean?
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Why are we wiping people's asses? Can they not do that
You'd
themselves?
rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
See, thoughts on Metroid Prime 4 featuring the Chud
I
Wojak.
suppose this is goodbye then.
To my
Don't
understanding,
worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
he's not in the game that
think so?
much.
No, I don't.
And when he's not in the game, the rest is fine. But I did also hear that the bike, while cool, what you're riding around in is just a giant desert Hyrule field, which is I don't know, interesting. Did I make this my active quest? Martha and Isabel. Oh, so I had to go to other places. Yes. So I don't know. I heard kind of like mixed things on it. Like there's a lot of like it's one of those games that's not just okay the whole way through. It's like there's some parts that are annoying and shitty and some parts that are really, really, really good, which makes that like average out of okay-ish. Which I kind of prefer that, you know, the latter to the former anyway. So I might pick it up and see how I feel about it. I guess it's the same thing with like I always bring up Dragon Ball GT versus Dragon Ball Super, where Dragon Ball Super is just very okay the whole way through, whereas GT is like either offensively bad or ridiculously good. obviously more bad than good, but it kind of evens out to being overall around the same amount of quality. But if you can't stomach the bad, then yeah, that's a deal breaker for you. But for me, I can't stand bland. Bland is wretched. So I'll have to see. See, Collector says to me it looks generic, but then again, I've never been big on Metroid. Yeah, you know, I've played my history with the Metroid Prime. Like, I like Metroid. But my history with the Metroid Prime is I think I only ever got like a third of the way through Metroid Prime 1 and maybe about 2/3 the way through Metroid Prime 3. I like them, but I don't love them, but it's I don't know, part of it's just my own attention of the time I happen to be trying to play it.
Time was there were great coin sacks swinging from every belt in town.
I bet you would like that.
Not anymore. Since the capital moved, they're all shriveled to the size of peas.
Oh yeah, and poor you not getting fucking money for your snoo. Speaking of which, why do we owe like millions of dollars to the whorehouse? Wait a minute, what is he doing? What is this motherfucking doing with our money?
Milady, I come bearing gifts.
Shit.
Gifts? Whatever is
All right,
the
now I have to like
occasion.
kill Gout or whatever the fuck his name is. One of 3 brilliant gemstones acquired and set aside by Sid for a rainy day. Otto now deems that day to have arrived and wishes to use these rubies to pay off the outstanding debts to Lady Karen, Martha of Martha's Rest, and Isabel of the Vale. Yeah, why do we owe like millions of gil to a whorehouse?
Oh,
Like, what is this fucker doing when I'm not there?
Clive, you really have outdone yourself.
Otto asked me to give it to you, to settle the Hideaway's debt with the Vale, and to compensate you for the time it took us to do so.
You disappoint me, Clive.
Didn't this chick want to fuck
You
us?
might finally
Yeah.
be warming
No,
to me.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is Clive like it just sprints
Otto
full
he can
speed
keep
the
his
opposite
baubles.
direction of pussy?
I tried to tell him as much the first time around. The man owes me nothing, nor does the Hideaway. My contribution to the restoration effort was made freely and willingly. It was the least
Like, dude,
I
fuck
could
the
do.
whore queen, like
You once told me
1000%.
Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same.
That way, if like shit goes bad with their
Accept it.
adventure, you can like
For my
fucking
sake.
hide out in her little fucking
And for
mansion
Otto's.
while
For all of
everything goes
us.
to shit.
For all you've done.
It is rather fetching, isn't it? Very well. Otto is lucky to have you, Clive. I doubt anything could ever replace his son. But you and the others at the Hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say Otto had a son. Like, I was like, fuck, did I forget another character? Good.
Long ago. Yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy, and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done. But it was clear that it
Wait for my
weighed heavily on
screen
him.
for a couple seconds and
I
looked
didn't
back.
know.
Thought I was a man for a second.
How could you have?
Nah, Final Fantasy 15
doubt
isn't
anyone
16
did.
isn't that woke.
Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to
In fact,
bear
I don't
his
think I've
sorrows in
seen a lot of
stoic silence.
woke shit in this game.
ill
Maybe that the
habit,
titties aren't that big.
Given that both have always been surrounded
Yeah, I mean,
by
that's
friends
about it.
desperate to help them.
Especially like the
I'm
Horde
beginning to see
Queen.
that.
The Horde Queen should definitely have some big kazangas. But I think this did come out when they were, I remember now, Sweet Baby, that's what it was, that fucking consulting company. So this was in development around the same time as that shit. So that may have resulted in smaller boobies.
To see you again tonight.
Which, once again, that's crazy, the idea of like, oh, big boobies are unrealistic. It's like, I don't know, have you ever been outside? I think it's pretty realistic, I've seen them. I seen them boobies and I like them too. I think I was saying I did revisit Waterboy. That movie actually does hold up. Pretty fun one. Alright, Martha, you fucking bitch.
Clive, we weren't expecting you.
I wasn't expecting to be here, but it seems we still owe you a considerable amount of coin for your help with our rebuilding efforts. And though I doubt it's what you were expecting, we were hoping you'd take this as payment.
Then they go home and read romance novels like Morning Glory Milking Farm. It's crazy. That's the thing, it's like a lot of these, I don't think... Like, yes, obviously it's women, but it's really not all women. It's that, like, specific type of crazy West Coast suburban trust fund. I went to fucking college with my parents paying and got a fucking English major. And I want to write for the media about how all white people are evil, brainwashed commie women. And then, of course, trannies and gays. That's what it is. So I am glad we are starting to push back culturally against that, because holy shit, we really, really needed to.
A star, Ruby? I can't accept this. It's worth at least twice what you owe me. More if you can find yourself the right buyer.
Think of the difference as interest.
Interest? If word got out I charged that much, no one would ever borrow from me again. Anyway, why are you the one here asking me about this? I'd have expected Otto.
That little bitch
Bit
Otto.
much sending the Lord Marquis out to settle your debts, isn't it? The old goat working himself to death again.
Something like that. Most days I think he's the only reason the hideaway's still standing.
Same as always, eh? Back when the place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord
At least
Commander.
she's not Jewish, indeed.
Word is, he was the first one Sid reached out to. Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would
Martha's
never
chill,
get off the
although I
ground.
would be fucking
Sid may
worried
have been the
about
face
Martha,
of the
considering
hideaway,
all the
Otto's
surrounding
always been
cities
the
were like
backbone.
completely
And when Sid
annihilated
passed
by the
away,
Black
we were all
Knights,
worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would
run
just
by my
give up.
absolute bitch of a mother.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement, and rallied the rest around you. I reckon what he saw in Sid, he saw in you too. And don't we all? Doesn't hurt that you're half as stubborn and twice as handsome, neither.
Another green light, Clive.
That, and
Make
you
sure to
keep
run the
it
opposite
empty.
direction.
I suppose I do.
I remember hearing people like talking about like Solid Snake in Metal Gear also
The stones were delivered.
being
Still with us.
unironically a virgin. Like he never, like, women throw themselves at him and he never fucking reciprocates. Clive is the same way. Let's see, Gable says, gotta love their war on boobs. If you say, why is everyone so small? The typical answer is, go outside and find a girl if you want it that bad. But then they get annoyed when main character doesn't have the same sex romance options, but you tell them to go outside, find a partner. They're desperate for that. Yeah, well, that's the thing, though, is it's like the people's argument are... Those are people that are chronically online. Like, the people who are fucking reeing on Twitter and forming these consulting firms, they never go outside. Plenty, it's like, you know when, like, women will, like, draw, like, fantasy shit? And they always draw them, like, skimpy with big boobs? Women like that, too. Women also like to look hot. Because they like to get attention. Now, obviously, you know, they're not looking for attention necessarily from guys that look like Nosferatu, you know, of course,
Good.
but...
Still alive, I see. So Lady Karen accepted the ruby.
Oh, about that. I tried my best, but she was just too stubborn to take it. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told me I could stick my stupid stone where the sun don't shine.
Did you do it?
Karen refused payment.
I hope it wasn't something I said.
I'm sure you were as tactful as ever. Let me see what I can do.
Oh, wonderful. I hope you have better luck than I did.
There we go. Shit, so what was I saying?
Told me she was building a ship.
But yeah, I don't know, like, we really did, over the past, like, 15 years, let the inmates run the fucking asylum. I think part of that is because we generally want to be nice. Oh god, run away. We, generally speaking, want to be nice, we want to be accepting, especially women. They want to be nice, they want to be accepting, and then you have social media where it's a virtue to show, you know, it's a virtue to virtue signal, really. And I feel like it's just taken us to now to finally shake that off and be like, no, this is like sociopathic behavior. Everyone's being fake. No one's being honest. And yeah, it's just causing issues.
Lady Karen, Goad tells me you weren't happy with our offer. Would you prefer the debt was repaid in coin?
What debt? I don't recall lending any of you lot me hard-earned gil. I may have tossed a talent or two in the Hideaway's coffers, but those were donations, and you can hardly call it charity if you go asking for it back.
Of course not. But one good turn deserves another. And our circumstances have changed. Surely you wouldn't shun the gratitude of a pauper who happened to have become a prince.
Oh, so you're a prince now,
I mean, he
are
actually is, though, bitch.
Fine. But I'm selling it and taking what I'm owed, then
I mean,
you're
a prince
getting
of
the
a
rest whether you
kingdom that
like
was
it or
completely
not.
bulldozed, but, you know, whatever. We're a prince in the Vegeta sense.
Where'd you even get this? A decent trader might nab 1,000 talents for a star ruby. A canny one, meanwhile, might claim it were nicked from the belt of Sid the Outlaw himself and ask twice as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all. Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
There we go. All right. Hopefully we'll be done with the filler quest
Oh,
soon.
yeah, you ended up delivering all 3
'Cause I know we're doing side quests, but you know, you kind of get sucked into the main quest if you jump into the main
I
quest.
sometimes wonder what I'd pay you for.
I'd rather not have all the side quests
Speaking
being
of
built
which,
up on my ass, you know?
I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
What do they even spend money on? Like, I'm assuming they live here. you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna let the motherfuckers
Seen that
starve.
before.
Yeah.
So, rent is
It
free,
was the only
food
good
is
Sid ever
free.
used, either out of habit or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died,
All good. Much love, Collector G. Hope you have a good day at work, bro.
give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my
Fuck, man. I could go for some rum, bro.
Quit my post not long after that.
Shit.
On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have...
My
Yeah,
family,
thanks for the gifts, gods. We
The ones
appreciate
who
being
summoned the
thrown into
constable.
slavery.
wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him. Forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth.
It is interesting how our entire quest is through the inception, essentially, of one dude. I'm like, hey, why are we doing this? Oh wow, an actual
Always
flashback.
too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what
There's
it really
some production
was,
value
while
in
the
it.
rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone.
Smoking blunts like crazy.
But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right.
Marijuana, malt liquor,
And that
butt
gave
cheeks
us
in my
faith in
hand.
him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod, if ever he should fall.
Damn, not even the action scene of like them being jumped by bandits and like Sid like zapping them to death.
But I couldn't even
Like
do
Palpatine, like come on. Give me something.
Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting.
Dear Otto, I never liked you. Get fucked.
Dear Otto.
Learn from the
I may
Fisto
be
school
drunk,
of showing appreciation.
But I wanted you to know, this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went.
But showing love is gay, bro.
But then, why would he? Him, or anyone. I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
Like those two tards behind the counter speaking sign language.
Would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
I was just going to my treasure collection. I forgot that I had like a Wario Land style
This'll
treasure
do me
collection.
just fine.
Seeing which I need to do Wario Land 3 at some point. We might.
Thanks.
I was going to say we might even start
Sunshine.
that before the end of the
I'll
year.
see if I can't
And then
bring
I
it
looked
back.
down at the calendar and saw that was 12/6. And I'm like, all right, never mind. Never mind. But Wario Land 3 is great. In fact, I've been fucking around a little bit with the Analog Pocket. Yeah, so Game Boy Color, Game Gear games. Dude, I feel like people don't... I don't know, I feel like people will brush off Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Like, it's kind of basic. But it's like, there's a lot of, like, really good shit on that console. That's, like, one of my favorite consoles growing up, man. According to Otto, Sid never once watched this goblet, despite using it every day for both wine and small beer. I wouldn't have it said that I'm a poor host. Got some wire and some more meteorite. Can't wait to fucking improve my shit.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
at the blacksmith. Yeah, there might be a new option, maybe. I mean, I don't see any new options, but we might be able to make something. I think they were, like, looking for a very specific, drop, though.
What do you need?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you have all this, like, crafting materials, but I have, like, hundreds of them. Not even really, like, searching the world. You just get them, right? Yeah, the white worm bone. Yeah, so you just, like, find them in general anyway, but, like, that's really... You only have really one limiting resource, right? So why even have... Like, why do I have 597Y, right? I mean, yes, you use 200 to make one platinum sword, but, like, you would only need to make one platinum sword. Yeah, you have meteorites, but then, you know, kind of... There's no more shit to make for a while, you know? I guess what I'm saying is the crafting system seems a little bit tacked on. To put it kindly. Yes, do we have diamond armlets? I guess so, if this is popping up as an option, right? No, we don't. Silken Sash is an option, but then it drops defense. I'd rather have defense than health, honestly. Was diamond armlets? Yeah, they are down here. Alright. Okay, this is worse than what we have, but I'm sure when we improve it, it's going to be better than what we have. We have. Let's see, Rail says, which is weird because the crafting system in 14 has more depth. Yeah, that's... But I mean, I guess that's what I'm saying, though, Rayla, is like... Final Fantasy 15, like Final Fantasy as a series, I don't know like what way to describe it more. If it's always throwing out the baby with the bathwater or just going really, really hard with overcorrecting. I guess what I'm trying to say is somewhere in between those two. Where they'll do something right in one Final Fantasy and then they'll like go hard overcorrecting for the next one. But then do the things the previous Final Fantasy did wrong, correct, but then do things the previous Final Fantasy did correct, wrong. And I think even like a good example is Final Fantasy 7 and 8 is Final Fantasy 8 to me fixes a lot of the issues that were in 7 that a lot of the 7 fanboys don't acknowledge. But in doing so, it also does like all the shit that 7 did wrong, or did correct rather, wrong. And I'm like, guys, fuck, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's just baffling. Oh shit, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna look at what the fuck I am even wearing. Yeah, we got the Drake Slayer's gear. It's pretty sick. The Legend of Drake, bro. The greatest rapper of our time. I know, is he a rapper or is he just like more of a pop guy? How would you guys describe Drake?
It's no joke.
I don't listen to his kind. Unless that kind is like Afro Man, I'll listen to Afro Man. And Viper. I'll listen to Viper too. Yes, we have the Oath. That was the crystal that we destroyed. Good times. And we have his cup. We lick the edge every night. The apples that they grew. Yeah, because the original dude growing them fucking died. The original woman growing... Oh, the woman died. Alright, I forgot who died there. So wait, what's Ambrosia wearing now? Or is that like her old fucking saddle? Alright. And we just got a cooler saddle now. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned that there's, like, we found 4 of the 500 treasures at the bottom of the screen there. It's the game that never ends, boys. No, I do think Final Fantasy 16 is pretty fucking padded. People were kind of giving 15 shit for it's like, you know, if you just do the story, Final Fantasy 15 is like fucking 35 hours, which I think you should do some of the side shit. How long did it last me? Like maybe 40, 45 hours, right? Although if you did all the shit, it might be 60 hours. Here, I feel like this game, if you just, you know, rush the story, how long would it be? Maybe like 45, 50 hours. It seems that's like the minimum, you know? It's probably gonna be 100 max, which might end up making this the Dragon Quest VII of Final Fantasy. Let's see, bad feeling. Something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, pay me a visit at the toll.
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
Master says you can stay here. There is no way out. It'll be dark soon. There is no way out. Oh, wait, let's jump for joy with Karen. Oh, I remember that from Final Fantasy 15. Is every time I try to investigate anything, I jump 20 times first.
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as
What the fuck does that mean? Don't be serving him Molly's boiled brown.
That his mind's on something else. You've not been working him too hard, have you?
No harder than usual. Is that it, boy? Do you need a rest?
So I forget, does he just turn into Fenrir during like boss fights? Or I don't think he's really turned into Fenrir since.
A frost wolf.
Yeah, so maybe we're about to learn.
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with whatever it is that's woken inside him.
I suppose things have been different since Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
It's the equivalent of rolling in Ocarina of Time. Yeah, jump everywhere. Oh wait, are the kids no longer here? Fucking jeering every time I walk in here? Oh, that's brilliant.
Lawsman, I need to ask you about Torgor. Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so.
Master has so many wives. Why can't Dorgo have one?
Which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the meadows of eastern Rosaria have been known to grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Alright, let's see here. Where are we going now? If I can open the map properly. Open a world map. There you go. Fucker. Finally, at least we get to kill something to kind of break up the talking to of everyone. Heading north. Got it. And it's a beautiful day. I think the weather is a bit I think it's a bit dynamic in Final Fantasy 16, or is it always foggy like this in this area? I'm like trying to think. I don't recall. That is one cool thing about 11 that does really well is, you know, every time we go to, oh, what is that location? The port town. Not Selbina, but the other one. Mara. It's nice and rainy. It's very nice. It's very relaxing. Am I going the right way? Kind of, a little bit. Don't mind me. I will get this crafting material. Or 5 gil. 5 gil! Go fuck yourself, my god.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant ant,
Are you really like running after me, bro?
see if I just nice.
You know what? Just for like trying to aggro me, motherfucker. Hold up, first I have to remember how to play. There we are. I have to kill this guy on principle. Wow, check out the balls on this killer bee. Instead of, you know, running the opposite direction in fear. Although it would be nice to get so strong you can one-shot enemies, you know, in general. But, you know, things are quite damage spongy in this game.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal?
Oh my god. Fuck Peter. Those are some tough antelopes, man. Yeah.
No. Will it be enough, I wonder?
Here's 20 antelopes. I guess we already stripped the meat off of it. Neat.
I say that answers my question. Which means we owe the lawsman our thanks.
I don't think the devs have ever owned a dog.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you?
They don't only eat bones. I don't know.
Very big puppy.
What I know from American cartoons from the 40s
Lady Karen will be relieved
is
to hear you bring
all
that dog
I
back.
know about dogs.
Come on, boy.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere. Take him for a walk, did you?
Could you imagine this game if it,
You
like,
say that.
it didn't just immediately warp you to and from quest destinations? And it was just like Final Fantasy 11 at launch rules? Final Fantasy 16, it's a 500-hour adventure.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? Well, I'll teach me for
80%
treating
walking.
you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Short of slaying a behemoth, or a carol, or a bison, or minotaur, or an adamantoise, one would be hard-pressed to find a larger leg bone. If this does not satisfy Torgo's ancestral hunger, chances are nothing will. At one point, I would like to go back to 15 to try to do all the hunts and kill the fucking giant tortoise.
In return, you can thank Tomes
And,
for
you know,
me.
get all the spectral ghost swords.
I was just on my way to see him.
There's not really, like, much of a reason to do all that, because, you know, I mean, I did quite a bit of the side stuff, maybe about, like, half of it. And I killed the end boss pretty easily. Let's see, I Gable got going, got some extra work to do today, so that was unexpected. Thanks for the stream. Dude, I appreciate you dropping in, man. Tomorrow morning, we're going to be doing some more Shining Force 2. So I look forward to dicking around with that. Continuing on. Oh, also, I was listening to some of Final Fantasy 16's, that was because I got all of it on my phone, like all of Final Fantasy music on my phone, where there's long, long drives. Fuck. But like, shit like this, is any of the synth music in the Fallen Ruins, or anything that plays when you're fighting a boss, is really fucking good. Zerayla says you get all the ghost swords, you actually get a significant power up. I mean, every time you get one, you get a significant power up because your super is stronger in 15. People have really hated the combat in 15, and like, I didn't mind it, it's different. But, you know, you could be like, oh, all you have to do is hold X and spam potions. It's like, yeah, that would make the game even take longer and would not be fulfilling. Like, yes, you can do that, but it's like beating yourself up in Final Fantasy 2, or siphoning 99 of every spell in 8, where it's like, yeah, you can do that, but why are you guys doing that? Like, the fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, the music in Final Fantasy 16 is actually really good. I think the issue is, I almost want to say it might be mixing. Like, it's kind of weird to say. It's, like, even right now, it's kind of quiet. I feel like the music should be pumped a little bit more, and a little bit more dynamic. And I think if it was, I think it would stand out more of people who, like, when they play it. Or maybe it's because you, like, switch in and out of battle and maybe the music changes, I think. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but, like, because I've actually was watching a, spoiler-free review by that one Zoomer, that I enjoyed for the, what was it, God. Refoid, reviewing every Final Fantasy or I Die. And that Zoomer was saying the same shit, where he's just like, when he was playing the game, he was like, saying like the music was all right, but then when he was doing the review and listening to the soundtrack while doing the review to, you know, have it fresh in his head, he's like, wow, that's like way better than I remember it. Yeah, like this is like really in the background, you know what I mean? Like if you just turned up the sound of the music. Like the synth shit is really good. The synth shit honestly reminds me of like old Final Fantasy. Man, this really is a money drop. Yeah, I think I was about to say that other JRPGs, because like every JRPG I play, there's usually going to be a money sinkhole. That was always an issue with like the late 80s, early 90s JRPGs, is everything's balls expensive, and then you hit the halfway point, and then you don't even know what to do with all the money it's thrown at you. So the solution has been to have something to dump like millions of your dollars into. But this only is pretty much just music, which is kind of lame. Wait, let's switch it back, otherwise I'm gonna get real confused here. But yeah, I'd like to go back to 15 and fuck around with that. Honestly, I like 15. I just fully acknowledge its insane list of flaws. Oh my god. The composer for this game also composed the majority of Final Fantasy XIV's music. These are pretty good. Yeah, and I hear that about 14 a lot. And you know, another thing I was thinking of is you know, you look on YouTube, you can find, like, you know, Final Fantasy 1's entire soundtrack, 2's entire soundtrack, like these long videos with the entire soundtrack of all these games, and that's one of the reasons I posted 11's is because I couldn't find it. It was just piecemeal individual songs, or just one long video of just the base game's music, right? Haven't looked into 12. I'm assuming that exists. I might, like, start doing that, honestly, more, because, some of them are just piecemeal, and I think part of it's like, oh, we can't monetize it. But as long as you don't monetize it, you're not gonna get a strike. You know, I think you only get a strike if you're trying to monetize shit, and then they want to be really douchey and make a claim on your shit, right? But Final Fantasy 14, I doubt there's a complete soundtrack video. That'd be insane. 15, I don't think that exists because also I count the DLC as part of the game. It's not like 13.2 and 13.3. So I might do something for like 15 and even for 16 as well, because I know they do make like mini supplemental soundtracks for the DLCs.
Ah,
Clive. It might be interesting. I might do that.
Were you able to?
It takes time though.
Quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman. You pointed us in exactly the right direction. And Torgal's been a very happy hound ever since.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way, for your part in solving the mystery.
Ah. But that reminds me. After your last visit, I found myself pondering Torgal's
Yes, when can I trigger it whenever I want, please?
Conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive,
I really like doing that, having like Shiva and Ifrit be lovers.
To those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
Well, a doggo's your baby doggo. But alright, I get your point. Oh yeah, we're also still getting renown. What is this? Slightly increases Torgal's attack potency, and if I equip it, then I'm losing either experience, ability points, or my attack potency. So, whatever. Even a legendary king, surrounded by the realm's greatest knights and blessed by the very heavens, would have found himself hard-pressed to unite the warring tribes of ancient Valsthea. Unfortunately, he had the help of his fine and trusty hound Caval. And one thing I was kind of thinking about, though, honestly, is, when did... Because I was thinking about this last time, like, how did people know when you're reading the lore book in this game what happens when these crystals fall? But apparently there might have been a crystal up here before this rotted away, which would have corresponded to, I guess, Jill's powers, and, they fell when these guys, Rosario was fighting them, because these guys were moving down because the rot was coming. I guess my question is was there a crystal up here? Like, because I thought maybe there'd be one crystal per icon, but I think there's more icons than there are crystals, right? Like, what's the crystal that corresponds to Garida, or, Shiva, or, Ramu? I don't fucking know. Because we also don't know, like, which one was this one, right? Because this one was Bahamut. The, was it Empire Sambrique? Kingdom of Walud is Odin. We over here were, I guess Phoenix and Ifrit, or would it be like one or both, or I don't know, like what are the rules between the icons? Do they just exist from the crystals and certain people just wake up and there isn't like a 1-to-1 ratio and I'm just not understanding that? Or do we get answers for that? I'm not sure. Let's see, it wouldn't surprise me if it's longer than the Final Fantasy XI soundtrack, plus new updates. Sometimes there's new music added. No, I feel like it would have to be, because honestly, Final Fantasy XVI soundtrack, I want to say it's like 8 hours, which is crazy. It's like 7 or 8 hours. Final Fantasy XI, if you add all of it together, is, 10 hours, which is the length of my video. I don't think that includes the holiday. I mean, I guess, would you really want it to include it? Like the holiday-specific tracks, I don't think those are added to, any of the officially released soundtracks. Like if it's Halloween in area, I don't think that soundtrack's included. So is it a complete soundtrack? No, because there is some weird like holiday shit, which I don't know. I feel like that would really break up the tone if you're just listening to the soundtrack. So I know if someone wants to make an addition to that on my video, I'd be like, aha, it's actually 10 hours and 10 minutes. You fucking tool. They're more than welcome to. I just didn't bother to fucking hunt that down. But, yeah, Final Fantasy XIV, I think it has the same amount of expansions as 11. I'd be honestly more surprised if Final Fantasy XIV was shorter than 11. Final Fantasy XIV does interesting stuff with their soundtrack. Like the cities and towns have a day and night theme. Ah, that's fucking cool. Some dungeon soundtracks ramps up when you're fighting enemies. Neat. Like a dynamic soundtrack. I'll both read some shit here.
Some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What subject shall we consider today?
Oh, let's see. So we're still completely done with the bestiary. Beautiful. Let's read about Torgo. I think we read this shit. This is new. It's a rare frost wolf imbued with the same sorcerer's strength as his ancestor Fenrir. She calls upon to defend the allies in times of crisis. Though the manner in which he primes into his Fenriric form is reminiscent of dominance summoning their icons. Torgo calls not on his own icon, but upon the powers of those who have walked beside him over the years. Alright, so he powers up. And with those whose aether has become imbued. Born in the stables of Rosalith Castle, Ambrosia was chosen by the young Clive Rossfield to be his personal steed and raised by him from a chick. He's a proud bird and deeply loyal to her master, quickly turning her beak upon any but he who should attempt to pet her. During the attack of Phoenix Gate, she raced along Clive's rescue, saving him from a certain death at the cost of an eye, price she gladly paid. Ambrosia found a new flock, led them in defending honest merchants from beasts and bandits. Earning herself the love of locals and the name Whiteheart. Indeed, it was one of the locals' insistence that she be defended in turn that led her to a happy reunion with Clive. Let's see. But the soundtrack would probably be a bit shorter if you took out remixes or songs from older Final Fantasy games. Yeah. Which, yeah, I mean, like if I ever did a video on upload of all 14's soundtracks, I mean, I guess I would add them. I mean, it's a new remix, right? It was made specifically for the game. I mean, you kind of have to include it. Which, if 14 is, a love letter to the entire series, paying a lot of reverence to its roots, I mean, you kind of expect as much. Nectar, the Hideaway's resident Moogle, whom Cid found trapped between fallen ruins and brought back to his deadland home. While all others hear its words as naught but a succession of adorable Kupo-like cries, Clive is somehow able to make sense of them, learning that the creature professes to be a mighty hero who would see the terrible fiends that plague the realm laid low, for which purpose it persists in drawing Clive's attention to the hunt board. And we'll read a little bit of Clive. Or Cid, rather. Jeez. Cornered by the battalion of Iron Kingdom, crusaders in the depths of Nisia defile, Clive thought his end was nigh until Cid appeared and spirited him and Jill away to a secret hideaway in the Deadlands. Founder and leader of the hideaway, where he and his comrades labor to liberate bearers and dominance from servitude, a life that Cid knows all too well. as he bears the burden of being the dominant of Ramu, Warden of Thunder. He no longer does he fight for any one nation, but for all the peoples of Valsthea. Where is he from originally? From like the Free Cities or some shit, or maybe the Crystalline Dominion? Do we ever find that out? I mean, I'm sure we find it out, but I guess it doesn't really matter because he fucking abandons them immediately. Let's see. Born in the land beyond the twins. The fuck? Sid, okay, so maybe there's crystals beyond, but isn't our quest not finished until we destroy all the crystals? Unless crystals just power the ability for people to be, you know, championed by icons. But, it's not like one corresponds to one. Because it's like you know, we've destroyed a whole bunch of them by now. But the people from there that are, you know, dominant still have the ability to fully prime into their icon. So, yeah. I don't know, we'll have to... There's some questions to be answered here. Sid journeyed to Valsthea as a sword for hire. It was here that he entered the service of Walud, awakened as a dominant, and was finally elevated to Lord Commander of the Royal Army. However, he was soon to abandon his post, and Benedicta that he might instead create a world where bears and dominants can die on their own terms. Leader of the High... Let's see... Yada yada yada... he unearthed the shocking truth that the Mother Crystals were the cause of the all-consuming blight. He makes plans to see the Mother's fall, that Valsthea and her people might be saved. Let's see. An act of blasphemy that would see him forever denounced as an outlaw. It was during their mission to fell Drake's head in 873 that Sidolphus Telamon lost his life to a beast from the beyond, passing the title of Sid the Outlaw onto his protege, Clive. Alright, neat. I'll read one from this side. Kind of meet up halfway, baby. Oh god, we're fucking getting there, though. Cole. Of course, the classic character, Cole. Second in command of the Curse Breakers to assist with the coordination of the troops bearers' liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Doris. Formerly a slave soldier from the first Fist. The Fist Republic? Fist, for the Fist of the Republic. Oh, is that what they're called? Alright, I guess so. Fist of the Republic. Interesting. Before being freed and taken by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arm. And Doris. Born and bred in Rosaria, Doris now captains the Curse Breakers, directing their bearer liberating operations in concert with Cole for second in command. While she's fiercely committed to the cause, she abhors violence and would only bloody her blade if circumstances demand it. And then Maeve, another classic character. Can't forget Maeve. Landlady of the Tub and Crown, the Hideaway's much-loved alehouse. Though she was born in Rosaria, her enslavement as a bearer saw her transported to Sambrique to work its wheat fields. However, when the farmer was unhappy with the harvest and thought to make an example of her for her fellow slaves, the Curse Breakers stepped in to instead teach him the error of his ways. Alright, let's continue on with this shit. Rosalith Castle. Situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith, it is from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. The architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of, the castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this proud nation, the people who inhabit the city beneath. Let's see. A well-armed Sambriquois garrison has been stationed here since 860, when the duchy was annexed by the Empire following the tragedy of Phoenix Gate and the subsequent invasion by the Iron Crusade. Although little remains for them to command, since much of the capital was destroyed in the siege set by Hugo Kupka and his private guard. Yeah, Hugo Kupka is kind of a big, hard N-word. The Apoditery? Oh yeah, this is, yeah, and this was in the Fallen Ruins, and it was like, it's all marked, so we can only kind of see the six-winged Sephiroth angel coming down and destroying everything. I'm telling you, the Fallen are, you know, they've fallen from space. We're gonna see some weird sci-fi shit. I don't even think it's subtle at this point. I really don't. A place of worship located in the depths of Phoenix Gate, an ancient stronghold on the northwestern border of the former Duchy of Rosaria. A large mural dominates the sacred chamber where the rite of ancestral communication, a ceremony carried out by the duchy's dominant prior to marching to battle, was once performed. Neat. Yes. Crazy. I'll read a little bit on the ducal army. The loyal soldiery of the Duchy of Rosaria, they serve under the standing army's Lord Commander, whose task it is to enact the will of the sovereign, the Archduke. Those who show sufficient aptitude, or who are blessed with sufficient nobility of birth, are made shields, personal retainers of the Archduke himself. My god, we've read a lot of this shit so far. Holy shit. Norvent Valley, an expansive river valley that cuts through northern central Sambrique. The fortress of Caer Nervant rises along its eastern edge. Orbel Downs. In southwestern Sambrique, where the Great Wood ends, lie secluded meadows of Orbel. Here the soil is rich and the climate temperate, while the slope terrain provides ample runoff of rain, making the location perfect for growing of wine grapes, something the residents of nearby Lostwing take very seriously in the Great Wood. A vast forest in the southwestern part of Sambrique. Wildlife thrives here, but the delicately balanced ecosystem has been thrown into disarray in recent years by the encroachment of the Blight, and the beast driven before it. So dangerous has it become that travelers rarely venture here anymore. There's a lot of shit there. Magicked barriers. Some dominants have the ability to call upon a part of their icon's power to summon a ward, a nigh impervious barrier that no magic nor matter can cross. However, its maintenance requires a continuous channeling of aether through the summoner's flesh, taking a heavy toll upon them. The larger the barrier, the greater the burden. Icon. Magical beings of god-like strength who dwell within human hosts, known as dominants. Only emergent when the dominant primes. History records 8 icons in total, each with a unique elemental affinity. It is commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none has ever witnessed all of these rare creatures together, the conjecture is yet to be proved. So I guess there's 9 to... So wait. So who are all of them? Obviously there's Titan, Garuda, Odin, Bahamut, Shiva, Ramu, Phoenix, and Ifrit, but that would be 8 there, so there'd be 1 more if they didn't know about the last one. Who the fuck am I forgetting? Is there one we don't know of, or am I just, like, retarded? I mean, you know, I'm retarded, don't get me wrong, but, like, well, what's the last one? So here it says there's 8, history records 8 icons in total. But this is like, you know, basic information before. It's like, oh, there's 2 fucking fire motherfuckers. Oh, is there a fucking Leviathan that we haven't met yet? Yeah, one of water. That would be the last one. Because I don't know any of them that correspond to, yeah, I guess the water city of the, yeah, so maybe, is there gonna be a Leviathan fight, or is that gonna be one of the DLC or some shit? Interesting, because I remember the Leviathan fight was like a highlight in 15. That shit was crazy. Anyway, it's commonly held that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist, but as none have ever witnessed all these rare creatures together, conjecture, yada yada yada. Let's see, fire, water, thunder, ice, wind, earth, light, darkness. The common belief that 2 icons of the same element cannot coexist was shaken by the appearance of a second icon of fire during the Imperial attack on the Phoenix Gate. Alright, so 9 total. Rhyming. The act of a dominant transforming their living flesh into that of their icon. Dominants most often prime during times of war, using the immense strengths of their icons to turn the tides of battle. Though it is usually done deliberately, the dominant remaining in the control of the icon even when primed. On occasion, a dominant will lose control of their powers and see their icon run riot. Priming does not require continual draw on the Aether. It is rather maintained by constant channeling of the vast quantities of Aether imbued within the Dominant's own body. This allows Dominants to remain primed even when they enter the Aetherless Deadlands, but also results in the crystal's curse taking a heavy toll on them with every act of priming. Hence why Sid was dying of AIDS. AIDS! Mithril Engine, a technology designed to propel the Hideaway's flagship, the Enterprise, across the seas heretofore inconceivable speeds. Okay, so we're turning our destroyed airship into a boat. Will it eventually become an airship? Because that'd be cool. It's not fueled by magic, but by mithril, a hard, inert substance refined from Deadland soil. Inert, that is, unless burned at blistering temperatures, whence it releases all the energy stored within. For which reason, cooling is required in the form of 3-piece thermal displacement stack. I want to read one more, and then head back. Branded. A common and pejorative term for bears marked with their brand. Newborn babes are tested at birth, and those found to have the knack are branded on the cheek and taken into the custody of the state. We'll look at brand removal, I lied. The painstaking process of slicing away the bear brand that no mark remains. Taria, the Hideaway's physiker, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written of poison ink that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forgo the process, even though their brand precludes them from ever leaving the Hideaway. Beautiful. Actually, we're almost fucking done, caught up on Mysteries of the Realm.
Did you learn everything you needed?
A lot of lore, but honestly, it helps when you're like, you know, having a long ass break in between play sessions. Final Fantasy 16. It's nice having the refresher. Local map. No. Other side of the thing. So we'll go back over there then.
He cracked the crystal too. Joking.
About the other day. I'll have you know I ain't never shed a tear in front of no one, not even my own mother. And you won't soon catch me doing the like again. So if it please your lordship, we can both forget about the whole damn thing. The Cid I chose to follow all them years ago is gone, and there ain't no dragging him back from the depths of whatever hell he's talked his way into. But his legacy, that lives on. In you and everyone else here at the Hideaway. Sure as the sky is blue. At least, I think it's still blue. As long as it is, I'll be right there where you can still count on me. You got an achievement for reading enough letters? Alright, let's see here. About Blackthorn. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of his dumps the other day. The thing is, I reckon he's gone and thrown himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately. So I'm thinking, maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his privates. I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe you can go ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
Blackthorn, make me something more interesting. Please, God, please. God damn, it's like already getting like dark at 1:20 p.m. Let me take a look at this. Or we got some snow on the way. Good. Like, Jesus. I'm a monster, creature of the darkness. You were the one who was supposed to fill my dark soul with light, Rayla. I will be grabbing more coffee in a second as well.
Do you have a moment?
Once again, this is a great coffee drinking game.
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. August was worried about you, that you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
Tell me about your
Bastard's
feelings.
like a dog with a bone. Still, he's got a keen eye, I'll give him that. He's just, well, Karen showed me something. Something I've never seen before.
And that was?
A sword. An odd-looking thing with a single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write
That's a
home about,
weeaboo
but
sword!
fuck me, the edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway
I
home
can't wait to have a
before he
weeaboo
even
sword.
realised he'd been cut.
So that's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More distracting.
Maybe it's the
Can't
Masamune
stop
or the other
thinking,
one that always
how
shows
do you
up.
get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
What's the other one? There's Masamune, and what's the
about
other
the
one that
size of
always
it, yeah.
pops up in Final
See what I can
Fantasy?
find out. Sharper swords are always welcome.
It's like the
We can't have our
Hiroshige
master blacksmith being
Bukake.
distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not grateful for it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you.
The Shinjuku Seppuku.
Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well, Karen.
What do you want? Out with it.
I want to know about the sword you showed Blackthorn. Single-edged and extremely sharp.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes.
God, Torgo's going fucking
But I need
mental.
to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. Collects weapons and the like. He's
Ignignac?
got more money than sense,
he with
which
her?
is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take me mean.
Oh, he's gay.
I appreciate the warning.
God damn, Torgo, you're going fucking mental. Oh, is it because we did the like feeding of bone storyline? Now he's like super fucking anxious. He don't really want a dog to be that anxious, if I'm being honest. Let's see, where are we going?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Especially considering there's a waypoint leading me right there.
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere.
No, I'm looking
One of
for
our
you,
wealthy
sugar.
patrons has purchased the use of every room, hoping to keep out the riffraff, as he puts it.
Here, you. Listen.
That's a
I
shit
got
dancer,
this
Jesus.
theory. The fallen. I don't think they all.
Ever see a belly dancer?
Some of them are still living among us.
They're pretty fucking hot.
Could be one of them.
Once again, not like this. They'd be
one of
wearing
them.
way less clothes. It's that stripper dancing essentially, you know. But in like Middle Eastern style restaurants. It's great. It's great what they're able to get away with.
Back again, are you?
I guess like Turkish restaurants, you know, some shit.
Friends' pockets might
Not
be.
the Islamic one, because obviously the Islamic one wouldn't allow that, but whatever's the, you know. Yeah, wouldn't belly dancing be like against Islamic law? Yeah, so what the fuck country has that?
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Redeem!
Redeem! Ah, is there really a fucking Middle Easterner named Redeem? That's amazing.
Mind stepping outside for a moment?
Hello, my name is Redeem. Please, right now. My name is Redeem Bitcoin.
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He's been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage. But I have one condition.
You must redeem.
Stated. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though some discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamel is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
So I know that when you beat this game, you unlock Final Fantasy mode or some shit, and I did not look into, and I don't want to get spoiled on what exactly that that means, right? Like, what is it about that version? Like what changes, right? But I'm kind of hoping that's like a new game plus run where like I never have to do the side quest shit again. I would be kind of interested in like just hopping in and dicking around, seeing what's up with it.
Let's go.
Because without looking into what it is, I have heard that it is interesting. But I would not want to have to, like, if I did it, in order to get all, like, the upgrades and bullshit, I would not want to do all the side shit again. It'd be nice to just ass clap everything I fight. Yeah, I'm good at fighting those. $15 also did chocobos really well, just because you could like run faster, fly further. You would level him up as you like rode and did shit. He would help you in combat. I think this one they might help you in combat. Am I imagining that? I don't know. I might be imagining that. Imagine seeing that. Yeah, I don't know. 15, like, it was a fucking mess, but I feel like it did a lot right. Alright, time to die, fuckface.
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
Ow. Alright, fuckface. Didn't even need to use my limit. Because that would be too easy. It's like, I kind of want to save my ability points for the next time I get something, but at the same time, it's been so long since I got some new shit, because there's so much side shit to do now.
Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Delamil.
I guess I could mess around. I just have such like a good mix of shit. I'm wondering if I got a new power, would I even really use it that much?
I hear I
haven't really used Titan too much either.
My effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience.
Redeem!
Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Oof.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does.
They won't even have to power spam every battle.
For that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke. Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Sugar, you wouldn't believe.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield. And is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Redeem! We mustn't dawdle!
Redeem!
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship.
Oh!
I'll be right there.
Oh, alright, that's what he meant.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Alright, let's see what we got here. Come on. There we are. My god, this is a fucking meaty-ass fucking chunk of side quests. Holy shit, that's like a whole last stream, I think.
But hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
Hopefully we'll be back in the story by the end of
I
this
did
one.
better than that.
A slab of rock quarried on the southern continent. His unparalleled hardness makes it perfect for sharpening blades forged from all manner of metals, from bronze to adamantite.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one, August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
But can I get a better sword from this is all I really care
I'll see
about.
that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Here we go. All right. Excalibur. Oh shit. Excalibur design draft. Diagram detailing the steps to forge a sword to rival that of the legendary king. Sick. All right. I think I have the fucking recipes for the best ones in the game, I'm assuming. But now I'm just limited by the materials, which I'm sure I don't have.
What do you need? So, what'd it be?
Excalibur, I need bomb ember. Oh, so I only need one more thing, huh? Oh, and it does go further beyond 255. I thought I was gonna, I don't know, do like a throwback to bytes. Though modern day plays such as The Adventures of Sir Crandall have taken to embellishing the tale considerably, historians do agree that long ago the nations of Valisthea were for a short time united under a single king and his band of loyal knights. Whether or not he was indeed crowned upon drawing a sword from stone, oh god, is a matter still up for debate. Alright, so diamond sword. We need white worm bone and bomb ember. Those are the two main things we're looking for.
That it? Fine.
Shit. So yeah, I think we still have like one thing left. Weird science. They just confirm there's nothing anywhere else to check out.
You track the crystal too.
Yeah, goddamn. I mean, don't get me wrong. We're at like the fucking 2/3 the way through the game mark, you know, between the second and third act. But my god, they just dropped a whole bunch of fucking extra shit on us. It's like you might as well do it. Just get stronger. Better shit. More lore. Because again, I like the lore of this game. It's the lore is kind of bookended and framed by a whole bunch of fetch quests.
That's it then. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
I like the way this guy talks.
Well,
I get weird vibes.
Alembic the chief's got me making. Lovely bit of kit it is. Bung in a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that.
whatever that
Problem
means.
is, it won't always get rid of all the impurities.
I don't want you to put anything in my bun,
Some
bro.
of the stuff we need it for, that ain't good enough. Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid we'll be cooking off. And that's where I was hoping you could help me out.
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job!
So what exactly do you need for this filter?
Nothing but bomb ash'll do, says the chief. Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the university stores. Couldn't believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a mountain stream. So, I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out? It's only the blimmin' bones of a bomb king. They leave them behind when they die, see?
I take it that's where I come in.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day. Would have gone myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame isn't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you kindly. And a good hunting, eh?
Alright, let's do this shit. I might get some more coffee in a second. Use the hunt board. Alright, so we introduce a new hunt. A little spooky. The last hunt we did was an S rank, and that was a little bit of a fucking nightmare. I feel like we're kind of warmed up. Hasn't been a lot not a lot of fighting this stream though, Jesus. Ask about bomb sightings. Are you on the hunt for Bomb King, Kupo? Then, if so, I have a billet that might interest you. Is it billet or billet? I don't know. A weird fucking term. Alright, B. Alright, so this should be easy. A Cursebreaker aiming for the Imperial chase took a wrong turn into a nearby wood, within which he discovered the ruins of a fallen airship. And within them, a beast akin to a great ball of fire that chased her screaming from the grove. The soldier later identified the creature in an almanac of echoes, but was firm in her insistence that the bomb she saw was nearly 10 times the size of the one depicted therein. Almanac of Echoes. Is that what we call monsters in this world? It's the first time I've heard it. Location. Oh, so this one legit just doesn't tell you, because I remember having trouble finding that fucker. Alright, the Croc. Sandbreak. The Croc. Alright. What would the Croc be? It wouldn't be like here, right? Because I mean, technically, this is part of Sandbreak now. The Croc. Alright, maybe if I zoom in. The Croc. Might be one of these like dead ends. It usually is. They turn into the woods. Might be there in the old road. The Croc. What the fuck is the Croc? Unless it's up north here. Fuck. Shit, this might be a little bit of a search. What the fuck is the Croc? These terms that aren't even marked on the map. What is this? Final Fantasy 11? Turned towards the woods. Cursebreaker. Okay, well, you think Cursebreaker, you think Lost Wing. Guess there's also people in Northreach, right? You could try to check some of these dead ends here. See if anything jumps out at me. Let's read this one more time, see if any we got any clues. A croc, the fuck? Alright, ruins of a fallen airship, nearby wood. Aiming for the Imperial Chase. What do you mean aiming for the Imperial Chase? Is that like the name of a location? At least this part like makes you, it can be frustrating, but at least you're using your brain. Oh god. Been drinking a little bit too much. The Imperial Chase. Where the fuck would that be? Aiming for the Imperial Chase. Oh, shit, down here. Okay. So, we got something. Somewhere near the Dragon's Eyrie. I guess this area is newly opened up, huh? That's one nice thing about this game is when you go into the menu, it doesn't, like, play the start music every fucking time. That was legitimately an issue in Final Fantasy 15. Oh, we're gonna take a short break. I'm just gonna pee real quick and grab some more coffee. Alright, resuming the recording. Let's go. We are going this way. Looking for a Bomb King. Fucker should be wearing a crown. Should be pretty easy to find. And that is heading towards the woods. I don't want to fight you, man. I wouldn't want to fight me neither. What the fuck is that? Velociraptors? The fuck? Well, it could be down here, but like, what the fuck is over here, though? Because this is new. Oh, okay, shit, yeah, so as soon as you go there, it opens up everything. Neat. Some fucking place called Heaven Hall. So down that road. Yeah, how do you, like, miss it? It's, like, right within eyesight of where you're trying to go. Neat. Sure, why this is open now. Or was this always open and I just, like, never went down here? Because there's no real reason to explore in this game most of the time. Because there's usually going to be a side quest that leads you pretty much everywhere in the game. Yeah, so there's like nothing here. There's nothing here. Alright, let's kick the ass of this guy. Well, let me also check. So how's Torgo coming along? He's a lading looser, whatever the fuck that means. That's his level. He's level 7 out of fucking 12. Why out of 12? Weird. Or maybe it's out of 10 and then the other two are like there for DLC shit. I don't know. So let me save. It's been a little bit since we saved. Buster Sword, Onion Sword. I guess we'll flame this shit. Let's see. Buster Sword. It really is just shit to, you know, give you an easier run at the start, but I always feel like DLC swords are, what? Kind of break up the intended design of the intro game. What the fuck would Cortana be? What is that one? Picking up this expertly crafted blade in one hand, this invokes strange yet familiar images of burdens and both born and overcome. Yeah, what game sword is this one? I don't even recognize it. Yeah, I'm racking my brain. I don't know which Final Fantasy that one's from. Cortana. Neat. Spooky. Alright, let's roll, motherfucker. It's a rank B, he's gonna be a bitch.
What we have here.
Oh shit.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Oh shit, motherfucker, goddamn. Alright, fuckface. I think it depends on the game. Dark Souls 2 at a launch had DLC swords, the pre-order weapons. They weren't really any better than the weapons you start out with. Oh, does he not have a, This fucker doesn't have a, stagger meter, the fuck? Really? Alright. Well, that makes this fucking interesting. Yeah, pro tip, don't use that when you're... Man, that is like such a strong fucking move that, like, I love the Thunder Pylon. Ooh, alright. Oh my god. That's interesting that it was, you know, you had the bomb shit of exploding, making minions, and did not have a stagger meter. That's, you know, surprising. Or what, like a new kind of mechanic this far in the game. And I already got the thing for Excalibur. I'm really skipping over Diamond Sword, huh? Interesting. Figuratively, the smoldering soul of a bomb given life by unknown magics. Wait, no, but they fucking want this for the fucking... Can I keep it, or do they gotta take this away from me? I guess we'll find out. Literally a very hot rock. Fortunately, there are myriad uses for such a thing. Obtained by defeating the Bomb King. Fuck, they might take it away from me. Maybe I won't have the Excalibur yet, which I guess is fine.
Your reign is over.
Wait,
Now
maybe
to
not.
collect
Never mind. Maybe we're
the
good.
stuff.
All right, Excalibur, here we go.
Let's see if there's any more.
Skipping over a whole bunch of shit, though, but all right. I'll take it. First, I kind of hate skipping over, like, swords, because it's like, all right, so the devs introduced a whole bunch of shit, but now I'm just skipping over it for the better shit I can get early. It's fine. It's, you know, I'd be curious to see what the diamond sword looks like.
All right there, Sid? How's that hunt for the bomb ash going?
I have it here.
That's the stuff. And plenty of it, too. Enough to keep the Olympic bubbling away for a good old while. You're a gent, Sid. Let nothing say otherwise. Right then, let's get this contraption up and running. There we have it. The Telemon Alembic. And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly. Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in.
Don't let him do it. He's gonna nut in it. Or do some other weird degenerate shit.
Kind of magic.
Well, we happen to have isolated a substance in our test run of the Alembic that I reckon will make even the toughest
Am I gonna be able to hold extra potion and high potion? If so, that's interesting. An actual upgrade.
Use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like. Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, you'll loosen
Yeah, look at that. All right, an actual, actual
bottle or
fucking
two
progression quest. Jesus Christ.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit.
Once again, the game does have RPG elements. It is just very fucking light. Like, holy shit.
Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right? Told you.
Clive, I can't believe you let this degenerate work on your sack.
No.
You need to get tested immediately.
For supporting Mid and the
I
rest
know
of us
from
in our
experience,
endeavors.
dude.
Without you, we'd never have been able to discover wonders like that stuff I rubbed on your bag.
Yep.
I'm telling you, there's plenty more where that came from.
Sid, run. Sid is more open to reciprocating from this, or Sid. Clive is more receptive to reciprocating to this guy rather than the women. Treated potion satchel. Were the same exotic compound that was applied to the leather of the satchel be kneaded into a pair of boots, they should surely become supple enough to accommodate a man with 20 toes. Fuck. No weird way to put it, but I think I get your meaning. You have... Oh, it goes from 4 to 6. I thought it was going to be, like, +1. I mean, high potion's +1, but still, jeez. It's going to make, like, boss fights way fucking easier. Maybe too easy? I don't know. We'll have to find out. And we get a new fucking, reward to grab, but let us absolutely make Excalibur. Yeah, the fuck, why is the diamond shit so elusive? Do we have a place to get, like, wyvern bone? If so, I sure shit don't know it.
What do you need? What do you want?
Yeah, we're gonna grab it. some Scarlet Titty. Diamond sword +1. Oh, does that mean I could have just bought a diamond sword? Wait a minute. Is there just something I can just say fucking buy?
And what?
The fact that he can make a diamond sword.
Weighing you down.
No, he can't. The fuck?
Is that all?
Usually, if when he crafts something for you, it jumps right up to 1. Usually, that's what it means.
So, what'll it be?
That's interesting. You can make it early if you had the white worm bone, but yeah. A cursory inspection of this hefty broadsword will reveal diamonds on neither its hilt nor its blade. So why then the use of the precious gemstone in its name? The answer lies in its blade, into which the dust of the fallen runes have been hammered during its forging, rendering it nigh unbreakable, much like a diamond. Maybe Excalibur can't be improved, and Diamond Sword becomes stronger than that. I still want to make one if we get the materials for it.
Should last you a good while.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that's what it is the Diamond Sword. You can probably improve it. And I thought what we just got is 265. Interesting. 65 to 65. What is this one? $68. All right, so this is better. I mean, I'll still make it just out of curiosity of what it looks like, but neat. We now have Excalibur. Look at it in the sunlight. I feel like it could look cooler, but you know, fuck, I'll take it. Best sword yet. Excalibur, the Enhancer. Once again, I like that the Enhancer's back. Oh, and now we got the Onion Sword. Yeah, the Amano artwork, especially for 3, really is nice. I do like that you see it so much. Granted, 3 had a lot of reverence in Japan, rather here than where it like was just never released, and when it was finally released, you got the DS remake, which is kind of shitty, honestly. And introduced new flaws into it. Trying to like shoehorn in like characterization to the story that wasn't there initially, and then the graphics weren't looking that good, and then they punished you for changing jobs, which is really bizarre. But in Japan, like over here, like the NES Classic, for example, we had Final Fantasy 1. Whereas in Japan, it was Final Fantasy 3 included on it. Like people, like 3 did really, really well in Japan. People were like, holy shit, this is crazy. But it's funny because people always point out like, oh, in Japan, Dragon Quest, it's like a fucking holiday every time a new one comes out, yada, yada, yada. That's just a lot of nostalgia and, like, consumerism. Japan is, like, just a crazy consumerist culture. They love, like, special editions of shit and little knickknacks and all sorts of gay shit. But, like, Square Enix owns the Dragon Quest IP. If Nintendo is buying the rights to have it on their NES Mini or or the NES Classic or the Super Nintendo Classic, they could have just as easily had a Dragon Quest game in there. But they didn't. They had Final Fantasy in both Japan and the US. You gotta ask yourself why. I think even the Japanese don't go back to play the old games. They'll play like the remakes of them, sure, but they won't play the OG NES versions of those games, which is crazy. Because once again, I stand in the camp of Dragon Quest IV is incredible. And the best JRPG that's 8-bit that you can play. You know, if you're not counting like Pokemon Gen 1. Which I wouldn't, considering that came out in what, like 97, 98. Which is kind of unfair. Compared to shit that came out like a decade earlier. Buster Sword. Taking up this cold, unassuming steel in one's hands invokes strange yet familiar images of friendship and rivalry, yada yada yada. Cortana. Yeah, I don't know what game that's from. Maybe from like 12 or some shit. Yeah, like I don't recognize it. Yeah, is my phone nearby? Yeah, I could look that up. I'm curious now. Final Fantasy 14 and 11. Weird. Well, tell me what class can you use in Final Fantasy fucking 11, right? MMOs. Now I won it. I like white magic, healing magic. First, wait, no. There's a ton. They were simple from a goblin box. It's a thief sword? The fuck? Oh, it's a thief sword in Final Fantasy 11. That's fucking crazy. I don't know. Usually, if you're playing Thief in Final Fantasy 11, you're using daggers and shit. That's weird that Thief has like a unique sword that's really, really good and has healing magic or some shit. And I didn't read it too much, but that'd be interesting. The fucking wield. I guess it was cool enough that they threw it in 14 as well, and now 16. It's interesting how like the Final Fantasy fans that are either like love the MMOs or they never play the MMOs and they refuse to play them. There's clearly a lot of love for the MMOs, and they do offer something. People in Japan still love Final Fantasy 3. Yeah, it's a good game. Final Fantasy 3 is great. But I feel like to really appreciate it, you have to play the OG version, which most people have just played the NES version. I'm sure the Pixel Remaster does really good. Oh fuck, what did I just do? Oh, did I switch the Cortana or is... Hold up, let's go back into the crazy dimension. I think I swapped it. Yeah, okay. Oh wait, shit, hold up. Yeah, I'm not against playing the Pixel Remasters. In fact, I might stream the Pixel Remaster of 5 next time I play through 5. But just in terms of streaming, I want to play through the OG versions. But then, yeah, at some point years from now, I'll play through all the remakes. Thankfully, I did play the NES version of Final Fantasy 3 before playing the DS remake. Yeah. I mean, I played the DS remake first and I had the same impression as a lot of people also did of like, that's alright, okay. But then when I was in Japan, I found a, like I had like a shitty like knockoff Famicom, which honestly is better because the, if you thought the NES was bad in terms of hardware with like the loose pin connections and having to like blow into the fucking cartridge or like move it, the game around to have a perfect connection, the Japanese Famicom is a piece of shit. A lot of people really don't understand this. Is like the disc system barely fucking worked. The Famicom, the fucking 2 controllers were hardwired into the system. Like if your controller broke, you're fucked. The games like barely had good connections. Even the Super Famicom over there is as loose connection as the NES over here. It's crazy. But anyway, so I found like for 500 yen, which is like $5 essentially, like this like weird knockoff Famicom that actually had like real tight connections. It was great. And I found an in-box copy, which is crazy. I mean used, obviously, but an in-box copy of Final Fantasy 3. I think for $5 as well, 500 yen, with the fucking instruction manual still in it. I have it. Which is crazy. So I played through Final Fantasy 3 in Japanese up into the Crystal Tower, and I think I was just moving around. I probably would have finished it, but I was just moving around a lot, so I just didn't have time for that grind. But man, I was like blown away. I'm like, man, this sounds and looks so good. This would have killed back in the day if it was released.
How may I help you today, Clive?
But it wasn't. It was passed up. Light from the heavens. High Cleric's medallions increases healing potency of high potions by 25%. That's decent, but not worth an accessory slot at all. In remote locations where trained physicers cannot be found, the duties of curing the injured of their ails oft fall to men and women of the local churches. Light crystal medallions such as these assist the clergy in their healing prayers. The goddess Grieger teaches us that to walk with the wretched is an act of greater good. If we are to accept this truth, then one could not rightly call he who follows this path an outlaw.
Here you are.
Thank you. Expand more renown.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
When the Game Genie came out, some people would just leave it in their NES because the pin connections were better than the stock NES. I never even stopped to consider that. That's crazy. Fuck. Because we had it, I mean, everyone had a Game Genie. Didn't Nintendo try to sue the company that was making Game Genie? Because like, you're... The Japanese are such cons, man, especially Nintendo. It's unreal. It's unfucking real, bro.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave.
We're
No,
finally
this is
back
now,
to
though.
story. Holy shit, like 4 hours of gameplay later.
She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Why are we so desperate to get Mid to visit her dad's grave? Like we should be trying to store the crystals, no? I don't know.
Obelith, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat. Going
Just
that
prime to
way.
Ifrit and run to her. And be like, you bitch!
Oh, you in a hurry at all, are ya? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rode off.
Yes, since the
Oars
Game
going
Genie
like
was
the
thicker than the
clappers.
NES card, it had better connection to the console. Well, that's the thing is I don't remember ever having an issue connecting a Game Genie. I never even thought of just leaving it into the fucking console.
You, as it happens, got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelith.
Don't mention it.
What tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Canberra has been a resounding success. Oh, we're going to the free city of Canberra next. Neat. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-ons in the free cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I, for one, believe Miss Telemont's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, wink wink, I doubt the Canvarian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it may not be long before the guildmasters are raping at our door. Which is why I pen you this note. I would like to borrow your man Gav for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little friendship ill. And warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal to your full consideration. Yeah, this
Trouble in
boat
Canberra.
getting quest is fucking long as shit. My God.
To keep an eye on Mid.
This has been like the most padded fucking subsection yet in the game, like by a country mile, dude.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
I like his waka pants.
Nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks.
Yeah, fun.
Just like when
Air
we
quotes.
built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Let's see, Rayla says, I never did that. I would actively try to fix the connectors. Last time I fixed my NES, I went to a local used game shop and asked them if they could sell me a spare NES connector. I got a brand new one for about 20 bucks. Pins were so tight, I never had to push on the cart ever again. Yeah, my NES, the last time I opened up, I was like fucking around with it. But like one of the connector pins is like so fucking like rigid that like one of them snapped, and it's like, I like didn't really give too much of shit about it, but it's always been on my, like, the back of my mind of like, oh, I could probably just buy a secondhand, like, just that part and just screw it right in. Can't imagine it being too tricky. I think I do the same thing where, you know, then it kind of gets to the point of like, then I have another console to connect to the TV, and already it's like, it's a pile of shit right now. There's so much shit connected. I have to like rotate. I need like an entertainment center. I don't want to do that. Hell, I move and have more fucking room. And like, I can't do that until I get a fucking another job, because I don't want to, I'm not going to spend the money to move. Unless it's into a city to really expand my skill and shit. It's about 2009, 2010. Yeah, well, I'm sure I can get you know, some secondhand one. I mean, you know, people are fucking crazy. I mean, the option for what? Not secondhand, that's not the right one. Aftermarket, I guess that's the right term. Like aftermarket solutions for retro gaming, I mean, it's huge. Especially considering everyone's using, oh, what? Do you see anything beyond the seas? Everyone's using EverDrives and shit now because everyone is priced out of the hobby because of fucking assholes. Alright, visiting the old hideaway. Sid's legacy. That's crazy that we're hopping back to the story. Once again, I'm looking forward when we get our boat and go to a new land. Yeah, this shit right here is seriously padded. Like to the point where I'm considering fucking around with my ranking list.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Cooker is gone. His shadow loomed
Yeah, I forget
over us
that's
no
why we're
longer.
doing this. Okay, yeah, because sentimental reasons. But it's been hours of gameplay time since we killed Kupka.
Places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Jill, I forgot you were in this game.
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
They spell out the N-word in the sky.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as
Sid
this.
is sending us base signals from the grave.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
Oh, we're going for that one next? I thought we were going for Waloed's next.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how
I thought that's why we were making the
tightly
boat.
guarded they've got the place.
I mean,
Not that that'll stop you.
previous cutscene with
Do
the
well to
with
scout it out
Bahamut's
before
gay
you go
lover
charging in.
was pointing towards Crystalline Dominion, but then the boat was pointing me towards Waloed, so I wasn't sure.
With you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot.
I like the idea that the Japanese writing team was watching Game of Thrones, and they're like, we have to have a giant retard in our game as well.
It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass, and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Oh, okay then. I'll get me things, and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bucklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Snaps her arm in two. Everyone else is still laughing. Like, ah, they're so cute.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Oh, Jill's joining us.
Careful.
Surprising as
I
well.
always.
Maybe they'll do something with her character. That, I mean, you know, she is the Ice Queen, I get it, but like, yeah, there's like zero chemistry here.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
God damn, that section took fucking decades. Holy shit. Finally. Holy hell. That's what I'm saying is, like, you almost, like, have to do hideaway shit in, like, chunks when it becomes available, because once you're in the story, you are locked in. And if you ever want to do the side shit, you don't want to be at, like, the end of the game and be like, alright, time to do fucking 40 hours of side content all at once. Let's see, Letney's Cleft. A nearer pass to the otherwise impassable mountains, thought to have been torn from rock by the very gods themselves. I wonder if this connects up there. Eastern Dalmekia. Man, that's crazy how long that fucking took to get to the next story segment. Onward, indeed. I'm ready. My body's ready.
How are you feeling?
Better. Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
And Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Oh yeah, she was like sick the entire time after we fought in the fucking Iron Islands. There's like an area there that just leads to the world map. That's blocked. How do we get here? What's going to be? What is there? What is here? I guess we'll be sent there eventually anyway on either side quest or a hunt. This shouldn't matter too much. Yeah, this way, yes. Yeah, we'll go to like, 3.5 hour fucking recording, so another, was that like 45 minutes? Once again, I want to get progress in this game, but my god, this is a long fucker.
Till the Republic laid a new road wide enough to let wagons pass, and all official traffic moved there.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
That's neat. Once again, visually, it's a very fucking... Alright, so that's a thing we passed, so the city must be beyond those mountains. Yeah. It's a very, like, pretty game, it really is, graphically, in terms of music. Remember Gassius was in chat, like, I don't think it looks that impressive. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know about that. I think it definitely does. I still, in terms of visuals, they still got, but it becomes a point where, like, giving Final Fantasy credit for good looks, it's like, it's kind of a given, you know? It's like, you don't even want to really give them credit for it because it's almost expected. It's like more of a strike against the game if they don't have that, you know?
This one. Get him. Round Torgal. Torgal, kill. All yours, Torgal. Torgal, kill.
I'll keep trying to spam Torgo, so that way we can kind of get his final level of sick and Arab juggle.
So what do you think?
That we'd be lucky.
Really? It's as bad as that?
Oh, aye. There's trouble up ahead. And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
Oh, what about this fearsome-looking fellow? You think he'd be equal to the task?
Well, no doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
I'm guessing these guys are evil and trying to backstab us.
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by my estimation, the bastards are lying in wait just down the road.
We may have seen our share of action, true, but we've not got the skill in arms to boldly brave an ambush.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out?
Looks like Hammer from the
come for you either way. But if you
the
promise
Sorrow Castlevania games.
At least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal
Which is
with
to
them
say, he kind of
anyway,
looks like the Sorry for What guy.
Clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
We're lucky you came along. Now, hoping to make a heavy purse in Boklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
all right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Alright, let's do this shit.
I'm not sure I trust those two.
Yeah, no shit.
Bandits lying in wait.
They're obviously gonna fuck us over.
I should probably take care of them.
Even the game's like, yeah.
Good Friday, you lot. We've got guests.
These must be our bandits.
Over here!
god, what a fucker. Thanks, Jill, for helping. Oh shit, I'm spamming my potions and not my Torgo.
This one. Needed that.
I didn't even know there was more people over here. Wow. Great anti-timing, I love it.
Get him. Over here. Get him.
I like how he nutted at the end there. It's kind of like in Dark Souls 1 when you get hit. And you must always come.
That's them dealt with. Now, where's that cart?
Yeah, because that's what I was saying earlier, is if they, like, put more, of, like, a party mechanic to this style game, it would just be Tales. It'd just be a Tales-of game, which is great, but, you know, keep my Final Fantasy-y, keep my Tales-y, and, you know, we're good. We're good with that. I do want to play the newest Tales game. Maybe before I even catch up to it, just to see. I know some Tales fans didn't really like it as much. I wonder if that's because it was... I'm thinking because it's more Final Fantasy-y. It's weird how these are just kind of like converging and becoming way too similar. It's like if these newer, really successful JRPGs are showing anything, it's that you can stay true to what you've done.
Ourselves the right man for the job, wouldn't you say?
Found the cart and didn't leave a single bastard breathing. Our merchant friend will be delighted.
And how exactly will he be getting his goods out of here?
You leave that to us. After all, it'd be wrong to make such a fine warrior haul cabbages to market.
You've done your part. And that's all you need to worry about. Here. It's been a pleasure. Now piss off.
There's no need to be so rude, brother. What if we want his help again next time?
I guess there's gonna be another quest later where they're evil. I do like the game does that, where there's like, you do one side quest, but then, you know, like another side quest is, you know, you need to have done the previous one in order to get access to it. And tells like one kind of isolated story.
You've had your reward and you're not getting any more. Now piss off.
Why don't we just cleave them in two, Clive? No one will know of it. We won't be caught, ever. And yeah, I could ride my chocobo here, but I'd rather just kind of like
I see
enjoy
the
the
Dalmex lag
new
behind
area.
this area when it comes to bridge building.
The fallen ruin should hold at least.
The path continues on the other side.
neat. I don't really see anything else around here.
All yours, Torgal! Torgal, kill! Over here! This one! Now, Torgal!
Oh shit! Someone's fucking me up.
Go for it! Over here! Attack! Over here! All yours, Torgal!
Torgo, how are you doing with your level ups, bro? Let's see. It takes a while to get him up there. Oh shit. Forgot you could do alternates, yes. Yeah, he's getting there. Now the question is, do we want to spend some of our ability points? Man, those are fucking expensive. Wow. Okay. I don't even use the Will of the Wisps. I mean, it's a fun one, but... Flames of Rebirth would be cool. Once again, the Mastery is what... Yeah, assignment to any icon. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I really don't. Lightning rods up there. Thunderstorm, pile drive. I could upgrade gouge. Just, you know, the ones I use the most. Scarlet Cyclone, Heat Wave, Rising Flames. Yeah, okay. So now to save up for the ultimates that I actually use to do even more sick damage. Or, you know, unlock more shit when we get the next one, which, man, it's been a while. Holy shit. Neat. Hey, this was an impact that killed all of the, yeah, the final sin.
So this is Zemeckis.
Yeah, I wonder, maybe a meteor killed all the fallen or some shit.
The land of the gods.
Or Ultima with, like, some
It's even
crazy
more
ass
impressive
deck.
than I imagined. I remember being captivated by the story as a child.
Long, long ago, man was overcome by avarice and challenged the gods in a bid to win their power. The final battle took place here, at these falls. Or so the legend goes. If anyone ever manages to plumb those depths, perhaps we'll learn if there's any truth to the tale.
That the gods emerged victorious and punished man for his defiance by visiting upon him 2 curses.
Dominance and bearers. To tell the truth, I always thought it strange that the dominant and their icons were deemed a curse. Back home, the dominant inherited the throne. They were admired and exalted, not spurned. Whenever I got to that part of the story, I always assumed there must be something I'd misunderstood.
You had a lot of storybooks, didn't you? In your room, I mean. When we were young.
The old legends were always my favorites. Epic battles between gods and men. Father encouraged me to read as much as I could. He thought it good for my education.
You really were a boy like any other, weren't you?
Just look at this place. It's enough to make you believe the legends are true.
I know.
We're not far from Boklad. The road will be busier up ahead.
And we'll have to keep our wits about us. Clive? Something wrong?
Nothing. It's nothing.
Oh, neat. All right. And once we've seen the bad guys, jeez.
I see the reports are true, Father. You have surrendered the throne to Olivier.
I have. Emperor Olivier shall rebuild the Holy Empire of Sambrec.
Is it because I'm gay?
How is he to rule an empire? He is but a boy.
I shall advise him until he comes of age.
Father, please.
Or for as long as I am able. The empire we seek to build needs young blood to rule it.
Does Clive's mom have like a succubus snooch? Like what the fuck is what the fuck is going on with that?
There is other news, Dion. Hugo Kupka is dead, and Drake's Fang.
I feel like that news would travel outlandishly fast. Just saying.
Have fallen. Ere long, the Imperial banner shall fly over every city in Storm. And then Valisthea. All shall bow before their Emperor.
Father, these are the words of a tyrant.
They are the words of a god.
The Empire also needs someone that will continue the bloodline, not someone who dumps baby juice in another man's hairy asshole.
Made flesh.
Wait, he thinks that the little boy is the reincarnation of God? The fuck? Oh, he's got his right ear pierced, whereas Clive has his left. That is the gay one, right? If you get your right ear pierced.
Show the world the true power of Sambrec.
I wonder who and when that rule was created. Maybe gay people created that rule. I don't know.
I find you much changed. Is this truly the path you wish to tread? Or are these the ambitions of another? Of Ultima, perhaps?
So they know about Ultima? Because, like, we barely know.
What nonsense is this? I speak my mind. And my
The fact
mind
they know about
only.
Ultima is kind of weird. They just show up every now and then.
Though I do owe Annabella
Is he like an alien
for
worm tongue,
reminding me
essentially?
of certain truths regarding the nature of nations, of rulers, and of the divine.
I'm telling you, she has like a succubus snooch. It's the only explanation.
You would trust the words.
Anyone
of
who
this
nuts in her
traitress.
pussy, it's like, all right, anything you
She
say.
betrayed her country. She slew her husband.
You have ever been an invaluable servant to Sambrec, Prince Dion. I trust you will continue to serve your Emperor in the wars to come.
Canker! Silence! Insolent wretch!
Is canker slang for British
You will
cigarette
bend
slur?
the knee
It's so hard to say that when I'm streaming. You guys have no fucking idea.
Sire, forgive me. This audience is over.
See, the plot is like way more interesting when like it's actually showing shit
Awaits your pleasure.
Oh, not
relevant
another meeting with silly old men.
to the plot
They're so boring.
and not padded side shit.
I'm hungry, Father. Can't we have luncheon instead?
Does it pain you that you will not inherit your father's throne?
Just fucking kill her, please. Goddamn. Do us a favor. She's probably a demon herself, or maybe she's like dominant Leviathan or
Count
some
your
shit. I don't know.
blessings, Dion. For a base-born child to be chosen
You don't know who
by
the fuck that
Bahamut
is.
miracle enough. You have risen high on his wings, but you shall rise no higher, lest your impure blood stain the throne.
What do you know of my blood?
It has AIDS. Also, how the fuck has she stayed so young? Speaking of succubus, our mom character looks the same age as Utz at this point. I'm sorry, ladies, but age hits you guys way harder than it does men. So that's
the Bocklab market's
also a little weird.
We just need to hug the coast.
Yeah, I know, like, when you get, like, actual glimpses of the plot, the game's actually, like, really fucking interesting. There's just, like, so much padding in between. Holy fuck. Hold up, we gotta surprise this thing. You ready?
All yours, Torgal. Get him. Sick him.
Neat. Once again, like, I mean, you know, the game doesn't give you a whole lot to do, but as you master that shit, it is fun to kill.
Infiltrating the Dominion won't be easy with the Imperials on high alert.
No. His Radiance has lost one capital already. We can be sure Sylvester will do everything in his power to hold on to Twinside. His troops are well-trained and increasingly battle-hardened. But it's not as if we can wait for the siege to end.
The Republican Gate. I mean, I guess we can check that out and meet it. When Clive meets his mother again, he'll probably be, Jesus, you haven't aged at all. Everyone was right, you are a succubus whore. I mean, I'm really thinking there's gonna be some shit like she is demonic, or some like servant of Ultima, or the dominant of Leviathan. There's something like really fucking off. Like the fact that she's fucked our father, Kupka, the Emperor is like all fucking over the goddamn place is bizarre, to say the least. We're gonna fucking speed up our exploration there.
Fly Ambrosia.
Just to see what's up, you know, that's all.
They've closed the road to Randalar.
If the siege breaks, they'll need more than this to stop the Imperial legions marching on the capital.
Oh, I'm done for.
If you haven't got a pass...
Oh, well, let me just rob you guys blind right in front of you. Fuckers.
Everyone else fleeing the fall of the Fang.
Yeah, I guess if they pull their armies away, I mean, they're pretty much done. That's all they got. They're on borrowed time. Yeah, and I get it that if you, like,
Faster.
just have it be story, the game will be really fucking short, but Final Fantasy 15 did that. And I think it was stronger for it. Final Fantasy 15 is like a fucking 30 to 50 hour game, you know? Maybe if you do all the extra shit, you have a whole lot more, but it is kind of... The side quests are more fun, but the plot around it is less interesting, you know? You know, I've said this before. I don't know how many other ways I can say it.
To fight.
aggro everything in the zone. Good. It's like if you grab the more interesting elements of 15. Ah, fine, we'll kill these guys. You'd have, I don't know, it's like they keep like barely missing the mark with shit. Final Fantasy 15 was also in development at the same time as 13. They had years to work on the plot, and most of it didn't make it into the game. Yeah, I mean, it's unfinished. I mean, that's really all it is. When you see the plot there and some of the twists they want to tell, it's like really interesting, but like the shit around it just doesn't fucking work because it's unfinished. It's, yeah, it's a real shame. And it's not ever going to be remade. Because if they ever remade it, it's going to be like 1-for-1 instead of like a complete like reimagining, you know what I mean? Of like completing, like if they remade it, they wouldn't completely change it, right? But you do kind of need to change it. Don't completely change it, but kind of change it and add to it. Fucking fill in the empty spaces in between. But considering how much, I don't know, because isn't like 15 one of the like most highly sold Final Fantasies, surprisingly? But it still costs so much in development all for so long. Then I doubt they're gonna put more money into it to make it better, but I don't know, maybe one day. Decades from now or some shit.
It's over.
Yeah, I was thinking of something else the other day. I was thinking if, like some collection that'd be really cool and neat if they did it, but I forget what the fuck collection that was. I think I was like driving, thinking of it. I'm trying to remember what the fuck it was. It's like a long-running series, but if they made a collection of games from it, it'd be really cool just to kind of see, but I know they wouldn't do it because game devs don't want to give you too much. They don't want to give it too much, even if it is just a collection of ROMs. I think Final Fantasy 16 was more of a game meant to make money, less lost during development. Yes. I think so as well, because it actually had a pretty quick development time, honestly. Like, they announced it, then they released it not too long after, and you're like, oh. I mean, who the fuck could have seen that coming? Considering the history of the franchise. But that's the thing, is like 16, all they really needed was to trim down on it more, go figure. Some of the padding, and then add more RPG elements. And I think I said something else, I'm blanking on it as well. That would be good to do. Oh, I guess like a party mechanic, but once again, it'd be more like Tales, so I can kind of give or take. Much bigger is more RPG mechanics and trimming down on some of the shit. Had the MMO guys from Final Fantasy 14 work on it. They're used to tight work schedules. And also clearly fetch quests, because there's a lot of those in this game. Neat. There's like the free cities, right? That way. Oh, is that what that's supposed to be? Well, it doesn't really make sense to our location, but okay, so we're essentially here. There's the gates of the Republic. That's the city we're looking at. This is the icon there where you kind of teleported to the map, but that's what that is. I was kind of wondering that. Yeah, I'm very curious of what weird sci-fi shit they're gonna have for the game. Once again, if they just had like more of a ratio of story to padding, this would rise up. But now instead I'm like considering dropping it below my ranking to underneath FF1, because at least FF1's a real classic RPG of, you know, exploring and getting shit and dungeoneering. But then again, FF1 has its share of fucking issues. Buying 99 potions every trip, that one at a time, that hurts a lot. A lot. Also, the status ailments absolutely raping your asshole in that one is also a little rough.
We have to keep going.
Let's see. Oh yeah, a lot of the side quests from Final Fantasy 14 are basically fetch quests, though those quests are kind of just there to give you free XP. A lot of people save them to spend on another class after they finish the main story. That's kind of like what I've been doing with ROE. If I get a whole bunch of them, then I swap to a new class and I'll just dump them in there to start that class from like level 8 or 10 easy. Give it a nice little push.
This is where we're supposed to meet Goots, isn't it?
That's right.
Yes, let us meet Goots.
Here after replenishing his supplies. I dare say he'll have finished by now.
Yes. Well, I want to find all the goodies, even though it really doesn't mean a whole lot in this game.
Hurry, man. I must leave for the Dominion post haste. I am hurrying, my lord.
Bloody crimson caravans, scooping up all the best customers.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Here we go. We got a sand and stone. Okay, so you actually, some of them you do get music. Some of them are unique. I think like 14 implemented different logos and quests that actually unlock shit are blue. Yeah, I mean, you know, just being like, hey, this is what it is. No need to like hide it. It's an MMO. People know what it is. Here you go. This is exactly what this quest is. The only reason to do them would be for world building or lore, which, you know me, I don't mind doing some of those, but yeah, doing all of those is so long. But yeah, I'll occasionally do some of those. But yeah, that's where we got that. All right, so that's the left side of it. Let's check out over there.
I wish to engage the Crimson Caravan services. Where's the proprietress?
She's otherwise engaged at present, my lord. Come back later.
Nothing there. Oh, we got a store. Neat. Oh, God. Neat. Forgot that you activate teleports. Enhancer, which you already have. You're a piece of shit. I guess I'll buy a meteorite.
Fine
from
choice.
You. 20,000. Jeez. I guess blue is rare, right? How does it work? How does it work in games? Forget the rarity colors. I call those. We burn through those. I always burn through potions, and I think I have Torgo action selected and not health healing.
A fine choice.
We'll buy it,
Let
fucker.
me carry your goods. I'm cheap.
What do you think, girl?
Yeah, not a whole lot of free city exploration, although I do like it. I always think of in Final Fantasy IX when you first get to Lindblum, and it's like massive, but there's, you know, you can do a bunch of the card shit, and there's the Festival of the Hunt. And a lot of the side quests are like just unique conversations with characters, I guess story events, whatever you want to call it, are always real humorous and really good at lore building and world building.
This is everything.
9 was great. Great game.
Peaches and pears, beets and beans.
Yeah, we'll be wrapping up shortly, probably after the next little cutscene. Baklad Market, Stelmekian
Wonders from across the water. Come one, come all. Feast your eyes. Good sir, can I interest you in...
How much? For a measly crust of bread?
What is the shitty Jewish
Won't
crackers
find
called?
any cheaper. Not nowadays. You're more than welcome to look.
There's latkes and then there's the other one.
The Empire's unlawful and illegitimate occupation of the crystalline
I like how we're just
dominion
walking
is
around
still in
and like
effect.
fucking
Only those whose business in
Rossfield's fucking crazy ass expensive clothes,
permitted to cross the border.
wielding a
All
giant
seek
ass
entry
expensive
at a
sword
formal line and ready their documents for
with a scar on her
inspection.
face that looks
Looks like
Like a branded mark.
Eager to leave.
And they're checking everyone.
I mean, holy
For
shit.
the likes of you.
We won't get through without that pass. Let's go and find Gooch, shall
Doesn't
we?
take Sherlock Holmes to figure out who the fuck we are.
He must be around here somewhere.
Little girl, don't ask people to taste your peaches, please.
Go and bother someone else, will you? I've got my trader's pass and I'll be leaving as soon as I'm able. If I stay here much longer, I'll end up no better off.
Have you got a trader's pass? No? Then fuck off.
Alright, we'll go find Gooch. Gooch should be pretty easy to find. Hey, there he is.
Ah, Gooch. There you are.
Clive, I'm so sorry. Don't tell Nan, will you?
When I finish this game, I'm going to be very, very, very curious to watch a metric fuck ton of reviews of this game.
It's gone. We cannot ride the caravan without it. We won't even be able to get through the flipping checkpoint.
Do you remember when you last saw it?
It was in my pocket a minute ago. Then a burn bumped into me and... Yeah.
I always save watching, like,
Have nicked it, do you?
review videos till after I finish the game, because people are so unable to not fucking spoil
To
shit.
get the pass back, we need to find this child.
Like, oh, it's not really a spoiler. They explain it halfway through the game. It's like, yeah, that spoils the first half of the game, you dick.
Might be able to help us. No one knows more about what goes on round here than she does.
Where do we find her?
She's the owner of the Crimson Caravans, up that way. Sign's got a red chocobo on it.
No time like the present.
Glad I'm not the only one that says
So go
Chocobo.
on ahead. I'm gonna check the rest of my stuff, make sure no one else is missing.
All right. We'll meet you there.
Fucking weeb saying Chocobo. Chocobo.
Let's keep an eye out for this red chocobo then.
And the other on our purses.
We have to keep a low profile. Make sure to skip like a fucking schoolgirl, Clive. With your giant $4 trillion fucking sword and clothes.
Out of my
Chocobo. Chocobo's another good one. That's what Prince Dion is into.
Looking to hire a coach? It's 10 million for a two-birder to the Crystalline Dominion. Take it or leave it.
Oh, we're not here for that.
Then I bid you good day.
Oh, wait! Don't go, El. He's me mate.
In a gay way?
As I live and breathe. Goots, what are you doing back in Bocklad?
Oh, she hates Jill. Good.
I gather Lady Karen didn't send you.
I do like bitches with a pixie cut. I do. I know, it's a fucking bad weakness to have. When it comes to women, I have a lot of really, really fucking bad weaknesses.
It's me trader's pass. It got stolen. By a little bairn.
Of all the... You're the size of a marble. Honestly. Ugh.
Goots told us that you know the markets well. Might you have an idea which little bairn could have done this?
We don't intend to punish them. We just need our pass back. Then...
We'll kill them quick, don't worry.
We can be on our way.
I see. So neither of you has a trader's pass either. Not that anyone would take you for traders, but I suppose that's why you came to me, correct?
Just don't go for women with crazy hair color. Biggest red flag. Yes.
Now, I can't say
But the
for
blood
sure you
leaves
took
my
your
brain and
pass,
goes to my penis.
But I suspect
makes
I know why
that
they did it.
sage knowledge just
Let
go
me
away.
explain.
And also that pulling out is gay. I remember seeing a bunch of like feminist shit, like feminist posts are like, yeah, well, men never want to wear condoms. I'm like, in my experience, women never ever want you to wear condoms.
That might aid the Empire
Like,
more
ever.
than it does us. Which means traders' passes have gone from being merely a way of
But maybe I
easing one's
bang
progress
extreme
to
sluts,
being
I don't know.
essential if one wishes to cross the border at all.
Which, you know,
And
yes,
with
but
demand
also.
outstripping supply, they've become a precious commodity, leading some to seek to acquire them by less than legitimate means.
So the children are stealing passes to sell on the black market.
Yes and no. Passes are inscribed with the names of their owners, and yet none of the victims' names have appeared on the register of those passing through the checkpoint.
Which means?
That someone is doctoring the stolen passes. The same someone who is encouraging the children to steal them. And the same someone who has Goots's pass, no doubt. Whoever they are, they're ruining the livelihoods of honest merchants, which is why we've decided to take a stand. Will you stand with us? You want to get your pass back, and we want to ensure that no more are stolen. Catch whoever's behind it all, and 2 birds shall be slain with a single stone.
My favorite
Is there any
sociopathic
other way
figure of speech.
of getting to the Crystalline Dominion, Goots?
They won't let you in if you're not with the caravan. It's that, I don't know, try swimming across the strait. But the guards will definitely spot you if you try and do that. Like, we don't want to get spotted, right?
So either we find the people who took the pass, or give up all hope of entering the Dominion.
All right. We'll help.
Thank you kindly. But I don't know your name. Eloise at your service.
Clive.
A pleasure doing business with you, Clive.
Sorry, I'm just zoning out thinking about banging this chick. it's doing things for me, jeez. What was she saying? What was the last, like, 5 minutes of cutscene?
I suggest that you speak with him first.
The furniture makers. Understood.
Jeez. I need to, like, take a cold shower. Something burning deep inside of me. But then again, last night's foray into the club was pretty crazy. remember, I think it was a Medicare video where he was showing, like, interviews of, I don't know, like, Folsom Street Fair, or, like, fucking interviews of, like, someplace in San Francisco where a dude would just go to a fucking, like, leather swing club and just have, like, 20 or 30 dudes just nut in his asshole. Every fucking day. And his doctor was begging him to stop.
The caravan stops next to the checkpoint.
Fucking Christ, dude. Here's what you do. Go to a girl's house, check her medicine cabinet. There's a shit ton of pills and a note on the inside of the cabinet written in blood that says, "The voices won't go away. Go for it. Best sex of your life." Indeed. Isn't it crazy? I mean, you know, the women are fucked up. Vice. They really do be.
Are you the furniture maker?
Looking for something in particular?
They can be absolutely toxic and crazy and destructive and, like, still be desired.
Want to know more?
She told me you were leading the hunt for the pickpockets. What have you learned?
Bitches be living life on easy mode.
That they're targeting the traders carrying the biggest packs. Harder to watch your back, see? And less chance of the mark giving chase if they're spotted. Not that they'd be likely to catch them. Those imps know every inch of this warren like the backs of their hands.
Their eyes must have lit up when they saw Goots.
The fishmonger round by the gate's been trying to track down the children involved. You should go and have a word with her.
Thank you. We will.
Alright, where are we going now? Up this way.
You won't find anything of this
I'm gonna
quality
wrap it
in
up soon. I just want to get through as much
come
as
with
this
me
as I can right now.
Fish for sale! Fresh sorted and smoked! Can I interest you? Ah, sorry. Message from Eloise, is it?
She's asked me to help her. To help you find the pickpockets.
Is that so? Suppose I better tell you what I know then. For one,
This isn't a family operation. All the traders say the children who stole their passes were dirty, dressed in rags. Street urchins, by the sound of it. We get a lot around here.
Orphans from the wars.
A few, perhaps. You saw the refugees gathered by the entranceway? They're all looking for a new start in the Dominion and beyond. Some of them take it as an opportunity to rid themselves of unwanted baggage.
The shame of it.
Whoever's behind this would have to have made themselves known to the children at some point.
And so should we.
You should start with the children around here, then. I doubt they're the ones involved, but they might have heard something.
It's worth a try.
All right, then. Questioning children.
All right. We will call it here, then. Okay, figure. Now it's allowed me to go back to previous places. Yeah, it's weird when the game decides to cut you off from areas and when it allows you to go back. It's kind of strange. We didn't even level up this stream. Granted, the last stream we did, we leveled up like 4 times from the hunts. And I think the level max for the base game is 50. I want to say it got raised to 70 for the two DLC. My god, what a fucking long game. But the plus side is we're back to actual plot of the game, which is good. You know, whenever there's like side quests to do, it gives you a whole bunch. But granted, even the like main quests where we're doing all the bullshit for Mid to put the boat together for, I guess, Waloed, you know, after we're done the Crystalline Dominion bit. Yeah, like even that was a lot. My god. Anyway, guys, and you know, once again, when shit is that grindy, I consider bringing 16 below Final Fantasy 1. But then when the plot is good, I'm like, no, I'm fine with keeping Final Fantasy 16 right where I have it in my marking. But it's like, it's dwindling there, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It's like when I see the shittier aspects of 16, I'm reminded of the better aspects of Final Fantasy 1. And then when Final Fantasy 16 is like being good again, I'm like, yeah, Final Fantasy 1 did have a lot of annoying bullshit in it. Man. Once again, Final Fantasy 1 was great for a early 8-bit JRPG, you know? But it still is, in fact, an 8-bit JRPG. So, I don't know, but that's kind of where I am with it. Like, it's a good game. I'd probably give it like a 7 out of 10. With, once again, the Steam store page has it around like 77 to 79. So, I mean, I think I'd give it a little bit less than the Steam aggregate score, but not by too much. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. I'm going to be, I guess, just chilling, studying, being productive. Then hop on 11 early just to do some grindy shit and explore Windurst a little bit more before tonight's stream. But make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. Much love and peace out.